Good morning, everyone. This is Vasu Deshpande from Easylib Software Private Limited. Today, I am going to give a demonstration of Easylib software for your benefit. This is a live webinar, live demonstration of the software that's being offered on 6th of July 2024. In the next couple of hours, I am going to give an overview of the entire software, a little bit background, what are the specialties of the software, and how it's going to help you remarkably in your management of the library. Let's get started. So when you become our customer, you will get a URL over here. So you will get a something like espldemo.easylib.net, or you could be getting something like let's say SMIT, that's for Sikkim Manipal Institute of Technology, or BNMIT, that's for BNM Institute of Technology, or your college name.easylib.net. For the purpose of this demonstration today, I am going to use this specific test link over here. So this is the demonstration of Easylib. So to get started, okay, how do you get started on the Easylib software? It's very simple. You type collegename.easylib.net. That's the URL that has been given. This link is available to you as a library staff, and it's also available to all your students over here. So the entire software is hosted on the cloud. That means it's residing on our servers at one of the top tier data centers in Bangalore. And plus we also have the additional data centers at different cities like New York and Delhi. So these help make sure that your software is running at a secure place, as well as your data is in a secure hand. So that's the beauty of this cloud version over here. So when you go for the cloud version of Easylib software, you don't need any local servers. You just use this just like a Gmail or Yahoo or any other software. You simply type the URL and use the software, and the Easylib software comes up. We take the backup on a daily basis and make sure that your data is safeguarded. In case of any unforeseen circumstances, we will be able to restore the data from the previous day's backup. So that's our commitment to you as far the SQL data goes. And as far as the images and PDF goes, we request you to keep a copy of the data at your end also, and plus upload it to Easylib. So I'm going to show further details of the entire software usage. So now, welcome to the Easylib portal. So this is where you are starting. So if you happen to be another college, you are getting a different link and the completely customizable link over here. So here you have the Easylib logo here because it's for the Easylib group of institutions. Here the Easylib name is displayed, and then we have got the multiple options over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to students log in. So they have their individual user ID password that's given to them. Okay. So now let me click on it. So I am now logged in as the student here. So my name is displayed, and I have got the whole very rich web OPAC. So let me start with the basics. Okay, where does Easylib help? Easylib stands for Entire Automation System for Libraries. That helps you in managing the application for your library so that your library is top tier all the time. So Easylib comprises of mainly modules, three modules, and then many sub modules and auxiliary modules that you have got. The top one is the physical library management, all your books, journals, everything you can maintain in Easylib. The second one is the digital library module, wherein you can PDF, question paper, thesis, all of that you can manage in Easylib. Then the third one is the visitor management, inode management, and then there are quite a few additional things like we have got the service desk, student relationship management, barcode print, ID card print, and project management, and many other things over here. So when you are logged in as a student over here, when any of your student log in, they get the access to see the searches by the branch, by different conditions. So you can see here easily where does it stand ahead. So if you see over here, unlike any other software where 4 or 5 conditions are given, we have the ability to give your students ability to search on something like 10 plus conditions over here. So our commitment to you is threefold. One is superior software. The software must be the best. It should be the best software that you can get it. Okay, so that's the first commitment. Second one is reliable service. So that means we should put your instance on a reliable server. We should provide a reliable service, give a good handholding, and so on. And the third one is continuous innovation. So Dr. Ranganathan says, right, library is a growing, living organism. All right. So how can we make that possible for you? So that's why we keep giving a continuation innovation for you in the software. These are the three commitments over here. So in keeping in that mind, we have constantly been enriching how your students can search the repository over here. So these are many of them. So now if I want to search on, let's say, title, I can simply type at title, or I can just leave it blank. And now I am going to type it as electronics. And now the software is searching the repository for the electronics books over here. And it came pretty quick, right? So the data that we have loaded for testing is more than about 90,000 collections over here. So this is as good as a big library. So why we loaded that data? To simulate a real-time environment so that your library software can handle the big volume of the data. In fact, we have tested our software with about 1 million rows, that is 10 lakh books you have got, with about 20 branches, right? So the software can hold the test of the time, the test of the volume over here. Okay, so now here I'm searching on this particular book. If I simply hover my mouse on the check availability, you got what are the 24 copies of this book, where are they available, which branch, which location are available, and which rack they have been kept. So this makes the life of the students easier. In case if the students want to search on a specific branch alone, they can click on it, the things are filtered further. Then they can search on the material type, they can search by title, they can search by publisher, they can search by subject, publisher, many more of this. So when the students want to search on the books, we make their life easy so that they can search on the items that they wish over here. Then next, if they can click on it, and it goes into the further details to get each copy, what is the status, whether has it been issued to somebody, is it available in the library, did I click, let me click on it, whether the book is available or not, whether it has been issued to somebody, when it is going to be available, and so on over here. So let me while it comes up over here, so let me go to the other side. Oh, okay, cool. So now there is one copy, right? So the other one had 24 copies. If there are 24, it will list all 24. So one particular book, Electronics Made Simple by so and so author over here. One copy you have under the bioinformatics department, social welfare, available book reading, and so on over here. And the beauty, it's also linked with YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and all that, right? So Dr. Ranganathan in his 5 laws of library science said that every book, its reader, right? So whatever material you have got in the library, you want to make sure that at least one student is using it. How do you make sure that the students know that the material is available? Very simple. You keep using the advanced features of Easylib to promote your library among the student community over here. We in fact suggest you to create one WhatsApp group of the students. Whenever the new material come, post it over here. Create a Facebook page for your library. When the new material come, post the new items over here. Then there is an ability to reserve this book. Students can reserve this particular title over here, and based on the authority it allows. And then you have the ability to export the data into the different formats, or you can forward the results to another student, and so on. So that XLX is created. Okay. So then here it also gives the intuitive search. So if the student is interested in, okay, show me the other books which are related by this publisher, no problem, it's going to search that as well. So you can keep on going over here in multiple ways. There is, I think, a lot of data over here. So it expects that, okay, you do a further filtering on the certain items so that the small amount of data is shown. Otherwise, what will you do about tens of thousands of records, right? All right. So now let me click on this menu. I go back to the home page. So here, so now we were searching on electronics, right? Let me click on again on electronics. I will click on IEEE Explore. What does it do? This is called as a federated search. Here it goes and search in the IEEE journal, what are the items related to electronics. Of course, there will be thousands of them coming because I have put the title as electronics. Okay. So this is the material that you have got. In case you already have the subscription for IEEE, when you click on that material, it's going to open up. Or otherwise, if you see the green lock over here, and the entire PDF copy is available for your students' use right then and there itself. So it easily makes the job of helping the students get the information, no matter that where the information is available anywhere in the world, which journal it is available over here. All right. So now this was federated search. We have linked with IEEE, BMJ, up to date, and many more. And if you have got any specific ones, as long as they follow the standards for sharing the data, we'll be happy to integrate. All right. What is the next one? Featured books. What does it mean? Anytime new books come into the library, you have the ability to feature the books over here so that your students can see what are the new books that have come into the library. And there is a huge, very rich menu here. So the menu can be in two parts. You can either have the menus like this in the text menus, or otherwise you have the ability for the shortcuts over here. For the purpose of simplicity, I'll click on the shortcuts. A means all the books are listed over here. Okay, again the students can filter and all that. Okay, so now Q means quick search over here. I may be running fast at times because this webinar is targeted for the library staff. So that means there are a lot more features. I want to show you how you can manage your library with the advanced features of Easylib. So I'll be running fast on the opaque portion wherein your students can click on any of these keyword search and see that list over here. They may even be able to reserve the items that they want over here. They can simply click reserve that particular book here, and of course if they will be or authorized, then it will reserve. All right, okay, cool. So now what does this yum means? Another kind of search. NA is the new arrivals. How many books you have got in the library in the last 1,000 days? No problem, you can see the list over here. Very easy to find the list. Then the next one is the periodicals. What all the journals you have subscribed? Because you are spending lakhs of rupees on subscribing to the journals. You have spent already maybe a few lakhs, tens of lakhs of rupees on subscribing to the past journals for 10, 20 years, right? So those many copies you have. Easily gives the ability to neatly track the list of all the journals you have subscribed. When did you subscribe? What year you subscribe? What is the volume, issue, where it is located, and all those things you can easily track over here. This is called a periodical loose issue tracking. PLI, if you see here, right, 14, nearly 15,000 periodical loose issues are available in your library. So it makes the makes the job of searching among all very, very easy for you over here. All right, the next one, let me go over here. Periodical search, that's the subscription again. Now comes this digital library. What does it mean? All your PDF copies, question papers, theses, everything that you have got. What you can do, you keep it in your one of the folders and then neatly upload into Easylib with the metadata that we follow the Dublin core standards. Create a neat metadata, upload it. The students will be able to see the list of the books that are here. So now if I click on basic electronics, this particular book is coming. I click on the view copy and that entire PDF copy is available for the students. Imagine the benefits the students will get when all their old question papers, theses, dissertations, everything is available at the fingertips. So you are making sure that the information about the library is available to all your students over here. Okay, so then you also have the ability to organize all your digital contents by types. That means ebook, handbook, question paper, newspaper clippings, and so on, and department wise. Okay, so you can organize them by department, or you can also organize by course and branch. That means engineering, first semester mechanical engineering, third semester computer science, fifth semester electronics, anything. Okay, all of that, the data can be neatly organized by course and branch or sections and so on. If you happen to be a university, you can do it by department. If you happen to be a medical college, you can do it by subjects. You can do it by year. You can in case you are a school, you can by grade. You can put, no matter what kind of library you are, easily makes the job of customizing the Easylib software or configuring the Easylib software for your benefit over here. Okay, so now EBQ, this is this is another way to get the data. Okay, very simple. By subjects, I am checking all the data. Okay, so I click on it, I can view that particular copy over here. When I click, it will go over there. You know what? There are two ways you can have this. Say, for example, this testing I'm putting. So now, if I click on it, it's going to the YouTube over here. There are two ways you can upload the data to Easylib. One, you can link the external link to Easylib. So that means you maintain your repository in a local machine, and that local machine's IP address or the URL link, that you link it to Easylib. That is the first method. Second method is you can actually upload the entire PDF itself. So we allocate certain space for you, and that space is utilized for storing this data over here. So this is the digital collections you have got. Then there is a D stands for digital subscriptions. From your library, you have subscribed to so many journals. You could be a part of any consortium. That consortium may give you 2,000, 5,000 journals. How do you make sure that your students have access to those? No issues. You can simply take our help to upload the list of all the digital subscriptions that you have got, and it will be available for your students to search over here. Then you have got the IR. IR stands for institutional repository. The way you are building, however you want to build, you can build the IR with all this information. The not found and all that you are getting here because it's the test data, and we will definitely make sure that we load good amount of the data. Okay, all right. Then what is this L? L stands for your own publications, because one of the things that differentiates the remarkable college, the college that gets A double plus grade in the NAC or gets a top tier ranking in the NIR ranking, one of the differentiating factors is how well your faculty is doing the publications. How many things are published? How many of them are indexed? How many are published internationally? How many are published nationally? And so on. So Easylib makes the job of neatly tabulating all the things that you have published and making it available in over Easylib along with the URL. Okay, if the URL is there, it's going to link that particular URL and show it to the students for their benefit. So that was the digital library portion. And there are many, many other things. The display board. What does this display board mean? Display board means that you can prepare a PDF copy, you can prepare a PowerPoint presentation of all the things that are in your library, upload it to Easylib. Easylib will take care of displaying one by one over here. So what you can do, you can upload this PowerPoint presentation to Easylib, set the timings of 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds for each of them, and then open this software on one of the large TV that you can keep it at the gate over here or the entrance of the library. So when the students come and look at it, they will see, welcome to the library, library rules and regulations, library information, how many books are there, how many journals are there, who are the new visitors to the library, what are the new books that have come over here, what are the timings, and many, many, many information they can show over here. So this is the display board kiosk management in Easylib that we have got. Okay, member self-entry. What does it mean? It means that basically all your students can do a self-registration in Easylib. The data gets sit over here. There is one little bit of caution over here. We request you to make sure that the images, the photos, the PDF copy that you are loading, you keep it at your place also, so that whenever the server needs to be shipped, it makes the job of the migration easier over here. So we are also continuously enhancing so that how we can make it much, much easier to move even across the servers. Okay, all right. So this is the digital collections part. Then you have got C, communication. What does it mean? You'll be able to form the groups of the students. Okay, so carom board group, current affair, election enthusiast, and all that. The students can join that group. And if they're already joined the part of the group, that's well and good. As a librarian, you have the ability to send the message to the students, hundreds of students at a time, provided you have opted for the email and SMS pack from Easylib over here. Then the next is the photo gallery. What does this photo gallery mean? So all your old pictures of the library, the events, whatever photos you have got, you can put over here. They'll keep coming one by one. Or the latest event, you can put over here. Announcement, any new announcement you can put. You can have the digital library. There's all that useful links over here. ProQuest, IEEE Explore, Bibliophile, National Digital Library, any external material that you have got, and you think that the students are going to get benefited out of that, add it under the useful links over here. Then e-newspaper, Explore basically will help you build some curiosity in the students, because these are the preset searches here. If somebody clicks on the preset search of electronics books, it is now automatically doing the search on that. So during the festival time, you can set it as per the festival day. Okay, so if there is a symposium going on, you can trigger the students to search on that particular topic of that symposium, and so on. Then there is a about your library. This is a completely customizable dashboard you have. Within Easylib, you can build the multiple dashboards, right? So all these different dashboards can be built. The data will be real time and displayed on Easylib. Then there is the library timing, the terms and conditions, privacy, the team member, all of that information can be maintained by Easylib, your own staff here. So we will show you how to update this website, how to keep it up to date, so that whenever any library front page need to be modified, you don't have to spend a lot of time reaching our team, working with our team to make sure that everything updated, because lot of it you can do it by yourself over here. And of course, there are many training videos also we have recorded on each of the modules, so that if you are interested, okay, how do I change the announcement? No problem. You just look at the announcement video, learn about it, and implement that. Okay. All right. So now this is the front page for the students login. Now I'll click on menu. The students get access to these all things. My photo is there, all these details are there. So now my financial this, because now we have developed even the campus ERP. So that means admissions, attendance information, staff, student, exam, timetable, all of that. That is the reason why we are seeing many of them over here. For the purpose of the library, I'll show only the portions related to the library. My details, my holistic report, how many books what I did, how many books I read, how much time I spent in the library, how many days I went to the library, and so on, right? All of them are available over here. Okay. So now my library, what are the books I have borrowed, when are they due, if there is a fine associated with that, what are the books I have requested. If a book is not available in the library, I can go and request this book. So librarian will get a notification saying that so and so student is wanting this book which is not available in the library, procure it in the next cycle. Okay. So now the next one is my favorites. I can maintain a list of favorites that I want to read in future. My fine, what are the fines that I am supposed to pay. The in-out history, when am I coming to the library, when am I going over here, right? How often I visited, all of that is possible to be seen here. Then there is a circulation history that tells, okay, what are the books I have read. If I want, oh, I read one book about 3 years back, what is that book? No problem. Go to log into Easylib, see the past circulation. It will give the list of all the books that you read in the last 3 or 4 years, or ever since you became a member of the library. Okay. So my digital library, each of your professors have the ability to build their own digital library in Easylib. They can build a digital library. They can invite some of the students or make it totally private, so that only they can have access to that. So, okay. So a lot of these features are available here. Then there is a reservation. What all books I reserved? Okay. So I just now reserved one book, right? The textbook I found. Just now I reserved. It's going to be reserved till 16th. Of course, usually you can keep it for 2 days reservation, but it all depends on parameter. How many days you want to hold the book for the student? Okay, 1 day, 2 day, how many hours? You set it up as per the parameter. It's going to decide how long the reservation will be active. Then there is a circulation strategy. How has been my reading habit? How much I read in January, February, all that thing I can see here. Shared ebooks. If your professors have any shared any ebooks, you are able to see that over here. Okay. So now let me do one thing. For the rest of this part, this is much more than the library actually. Okay. So that I'm going to cover in a different session, because we are talking about the library related session. I'm going to skip that part. And now what I'll do is I will log out from the student login. So now what we'll do is we will log in as a library staff. Okay. So now I am logging in as a library staff here. Let me click on it. You see the library staff login. So now here I have got the library staff login here. If you see here, there menu, my name and logout was there, but here you have got many more. Home. If I click on home, it comes to the home page. If I click on menu, it goes to the list of the menu items. If I click on my name, my customized dashboard comes over here, right? So it could be the student information dashboard, it could be the principal dashboard, librarian dashboard, whatever dashboard I would like to have, everything is visible over here. Okay. So that dashboard is visible here. Again, this is completely customizable, and I'll show you how to customize that as well. Then there is a support. What does this support mean? Let me pause for a moment. Let it come up. In the meantime, I'll get a glass of water and have some. Thank you. All right. Okay. So now how do we provide support to you? It's obvious during the course of usage of the software, you have any questions, right? So no problem. Whenever you have any doubts, you simply go here, click on the support. This link opens here. Here you get the complete list of what are the tickets that you opened for the library usage. Okay. So these are the books that have been, sorry, these are the tickets that you have opened. And in fact, we use this software for our own enhancement also. What are the new things? Build a test repository of personal digital library shared during the demonstration. When I logged in as student, right? And professor, you did not see my digital library, but I wanted to show you, so I put a little reminder for myself over here. Library usage, give ability to generate the library usage report by department. During one of the demonstration, one of the library told that okay, they wanted this report, so we have added this ticket. Then there is a new thing related to help is coming up over here. So many of them actually. All right. So all these tickets. And now whenever you have any difficulty, what you do is you simply go to the new ticket and open this ticket here. Say that okay, I need help in add all that data, whatever you need help in, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Add everything, then submit it. A ticket gets created. You get a ticket number, and the clock starts ticking. We get to know what are the tickets are opened. In fact, whenever I open a ticket, I will get a ticket over here itself. Okay. So now let me see how is this the live demo coming up over here. I hope many of you are already online. Let me see. I am logging in as a student to check whether the live demonstration is accessible on this. Okay, good. Easylib software demo, 6th July 2024. One person watching over here. So this is the demonstration over here. So I hope to see many of you join this webinar. Okay, all right. So let's get continue over here. Okay, so this was the support. Then there is a dashboard, additional dashboard. You have your own dashboard because Easylib has developed many modules which are beyond the regular library management, regular operations. Say for example, cataloging. Cataloging is a very standard activity in the library. Every library does the cataloging, getting the books, acquisition of the books, purchasing, catalog it, bookmark, put the accession number, all that you do. Then you do the circulation, right? But if you are an extraordinary library, you will take up a lot of new initiatives. You come up with the student orientation sessions. You come up with the methods to propagate the library message among your students. What do? You conduct the events. So we have got the event management module. We have got the project management module that helps you define the different projects, define the activities among your library staff, and utilize that. Then we have got the service desk. You can give all your students ability to open a ticket. Just like you open a ticket, your students can open a ticket whenever they have any difficulty. All that kind of things are provided over here. So here when you say dashboard, you are going to see what are the institutes, what are the projects that are created here, what are the activities within the project that are assigned to you over here. You can simply go here, and once you are done, you can modify and say that okay, it's completed here. If I have completed this, for example, call Mangalore for seeing the demo at Mangalore on 6th June, right? So last month on this day, we had a demo at Mangalore. So it's already completed. So I'm going to modify it over here. So now that will go out of this list here. So when I just simply do a refresh, so that particular item will go away. Okay. All right. Then there is another one which will come in progress. It has come. Okay. All right. So then there is the project activity, tickets created by me, tickets assigned to me, because these are the tickets that your students can create that for you, right? So this is not available in any of the library software I know, because it is bringing the library level of operation to a much higher level, wherein each of your student can open a ticket. So the library is saying that I need help in this. Right? So this is the new advanced features that we have got over here. And then you have 10 library staff. Where is their timing going? And are they utilizing their time appropriately? Are there any routine tasks which are taking more time? Easylib provides the help for you to track everything clearly so that you are able to better utilize the time of your library staff over here. So then there is a future contact activity. If you want to put any reminders for your students, you can do that as well over here. So, okay. All right. So this was the dashboard portion. Of course, logout is there. There is a logout portion that you have got here. Let me take a time check and then how many, what all we have got over here. So I'm just checking the time check. Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. So now I'm logged in as a librarian, correct? So let me go on. Oh my God, why am I seeing so many of them? The reason is that Easylib is a software which is expanding the scope of the library. We believe that as a chief information officer. When the library became the library and information center, you are like a chief information officer. Every information of the library or the entire college can be under your purview. So keeping that in the mind, we have given the much more option. But if you're interested in the core library functions, acquisitions, branch management, cataloging, circulation, data quality management, digital library, homepage overview, own publication, periodical reports, and union catalog. These are your core modules. Okay. So for this purpose of this demonstration, we'll focus on the core modules over here. So let me go here. Where do I start? Oh, this is a start, right? So first, let us start with the establishment. You define what is your college. That is the first step. Then what you do is there are some items related to the campus admin that you can put it, especially when you go to the campus administration like admissions attendance. This is important. But otherwise, for the library, you simply go and set up this all these additional parameters like how should the home page look like? Okay, how should it look for the student? For others, how should it look like? What are the system parameters? What are the library parameters? Which are the email ID that the students can write to the email when they have questions? What are the academic year, holidays, item type? All these one-time setup. Okay, so you do this one-time setup. Okay. Oh, there is a little bit new one, right? Easily mark mapping. Okay. So, okay, that is something under a new one. Okay, that is a development is going on that front. But I'll explain. It's already there. I'll explain. What does it mark mean? When I go to the cataloging, I'll explain. Okay. So now, first start with the equation. What do you do? How do you procure the books? Your students wanted the books, correct? So you are implementing pattern-driven acquisition. In the pattern-driven acquisition, all of your students, your faculty are requesting the books. So what you simply do is go to the acquisition module here. You will see the list of the items that your faculty students have requested. So these are the books that they have requested. What you could do is take this list, prepare something called a request for proposal and send to the vendors. So that way you are procuring what your students and the faculty want rather than what as a librarian you want. Because the core definition of the pattern driven equation is that you are giving more importance to the patterns to get the books that they want. So what you can do is you can simply select all of this, then move the items to a selected RFP over here. One of the RFPs you move it, and now all the items are moved to that RFP. Then what you do is you assign these RFPs to the different vendors actually. RFP vendor assignment. Here, this particular RFP I have assigned to UBS publisher. Another one, there are 75 entries. Right? Some of them are assigned to the Allied, some of them are standard book completed, and so on. So all these RFPs you assign to the vendors. When they give the quotation, what you do is you go to the quotation comparison screen, you put the RFP number, right? So choose the RFP number, whatever it is. There is a lot of data. Let me see if there is enough data here to show you the. Oh, okay, good. So there is an RFP. So you choose this to a quotation compare. So now what Easylib does is that it is going to find out which all of the vendors have given the price. It is going to do a quotation comparison and tell you who is the one who has given the least quote for you. Right? Here, mathematics 1, vendor 0 has quoted 0 amount, vendor 1, vendor 2. Okay, who all have quoted at different prices, it has given. So now in this case of 141, this particular book, who has given the least quote? V0. V0 stands for Allied Publisher. You can give the order to them. So that is how you can literally save all the investment that you put on Easylib by this screen alone, by doing a proper vendor quotation comparison. Okay. Then once you decide who to give the order, go to this module, create the purchase order, and add multiple lines to that purchase order here, right? So you're adding all these purchase order line items. Then, in fact, you can even import also, because you might have issued the purchase order already, but not through the system, but through the Excel. You can simply import that also. That facility is also available here. Then once that PO is sent, the vendor is going to give you the material with something called a goods receipt note, or he will give you an invoice. What you can do is you can generate a goods receipt note. Under that, add all the lines whatever you have got over here. Then finally you are ready for cataloging the books. Okay, so once you do that, neatly the items can go into the cataloging. In fact, the whole thing is so streamlined that you will be able to neatly get a report saying that, okay, this vendor for this bill number from this bill date, on this bill date, how many copies, titles you got, what is the cost, net cost, and so on. All of that you can easily get here, that too by financial year, by different vendors and date range, and so on over here. So this was the quick overview of equations model. It may seem simple, but it is also extremely complex because of the so many things. We will be happy to help you whenever you are ready to use that. Okay. Oh, good. I can see some more people watching this webinar. That's wonderful. Okay. All right. So now let me go to the cataloging model here. What are you doing in the cataloging? In the cataloging model, you are going to add the books that you have got here using this catalog model. Very simple. Easily makes the job of adding a book very simple. Whenever you get any new book, what you do is you go to the last item of that book, change the ISBN, change the what is the next accession number you want to add it, and go and put the ISBN number, get the data from the Union catalog. It will connect to the Google Scholar database and get all the information. Very easy. The title, author, all the information that's available comes from different sources for you to easily catalog this data. Very easy, right? So the spelling mistakes, errors are out. Though you also type the title, author, and everything correctly, the subtitle, the description, the some of these other items like the large text if it is available, abstract is there, all of that you are getting here. Imagine this, how much time it is saving you. All right. So now this is the new book accession register. So now, what is this section? In a typical college, you have multiple types of books here. You have the general books, complementary books, book bank books, SC/ST books, rare books. You can categorize all of them into different sections, and for each of them, you also are giving the different kinds of accession number. For the general books, you may start with 1. For the book bank books, you may start with B. For the reference book, you may start with the character R, R01, 2, 3, 4, like that. All of that it makes very easy over here. Okay. So now there are two parts. One is the catalog details, other one is the copy details. What does it mean? Here, first book, copy is 244. What it means is that for this particular book, there are total 244 copies of this book are available. And now all of them are grouped by what is called as a title number. Okay, or item same as accession number here. This title number groups all the 244 copies so that it's very easy for you to properly get a report of, okay, how many titles you have got, how many volumes you have got. It should not happen that, okay, you got 10,000 titles and 10,000 volumes, but actually it may be 4,000 titles, but you have multiple copies of the different titles, so that's why volumes may be 10,000. So easily makes the job very easy here. So then you have got the author, volume, all that information you can put. Now let me ask a question. Where does mark come into picture, right? Right? So 100, 200, 300, that's the international standard, right? So what we have done in our end is that as a librarian, you call title as title, author as author, subject as subject. But in the background, we have provided you the ability to map what is called as a title should go where. 245A is a title statement. 245B is a subtitle. 100A may be the primary author. Like that, you can map all these things. And the beauty of this is that even in the future, if the library standards change and then you decide to use some other standard instead of the Mark 21, no problem. Easily makes the job of changing and switching to the new library standard very easy for you. Okay. So now you have the entire data visible in the Mark format, including the data where you have not populated. You have not populated original catalog agency $040. No problem. It's all blanks. Where you have populated, it's going to come over here. Okay. So now this copy details, the 244 copies, right? All these 244 copies details will be different for each of them. Some of them you may have procured in, let's say, 2010, 2012, 14, because, suddenly you didn't procure all 244 copies in one day, right? Over the period, all these copies data is stored here, from which vendor, what is the price you paid, what is the category you want to put. Because, 244 copies, 20 copies you may keep in book bank. Some 100 copies you may keep in issue. And some another 50 copies maybe the reserve category. Whatever you want to do, you can do it over here. Easily makes that job very easy for you. Now, If you happen to find out of this 244 copy, one particular copy is by mistakenly added in the group, it is no longer a copy of that. What you can do is go and find out that particular copy. Let's say this is the one. Let me go to the last one. Some book I'll go here. Let's say this one, 050677 or 678. Let me take in the last one. If you find that 678 is actually not a copy but an independent book by itself, in that case what you do, you go to the 678, click on it, you will see that particular 7 habits book. It's a copy of title number 001, and now actually it is not a copy, so you want to use this MSTN. Make it as a separated title number. It will split that particular copy into the totally different one. Now 678, if you click on it, you are seeing one copy of 678. Isn't it beautiful? Simply you have the two copies. So now what you can do is you can put it as a new title. Whatever is the new title of that particular book, you put it over here. This is no longer the accession number is the ISBN is not the same one. Anything that you want to modify, and only that particular copy gets modified here. Very easy for you. Now, in case when you happen to go to that 001 and click on it, now earlier it was showing 244 copies, it became 243 copies. Easylib is very smart to make sure that your data is as accurate as it should be. Okay, and in the rare cases, when you add a book, you delete a book, you move this book, you add. In case if there is a mismatch in the actual number of copies and the number of copies it shows over here, there is a screen that will catch that error also. We have the data quality management screen. I'm going to show that portion in a few minutes here. So now here you are adding the book. Easily makes a job of doing any catalog within 1 minute job. So now you have it. So what of that 00678, I moved it out. No problem, right? So now if you find that, let's say there are some more copies are issued. Now another 2 more copies you got it. Very easy. You simply click on add more copies. Get the last accession number. This is the last one. You make it as 121. Click on it. How many copies you got? 2 copies you got. Say OK. Now 121, 120 got added. So now let me go and refresh the screen. 243 became 245 because I added 2 more copies. And which are the 2 copies? No problem. You can go and see the list, complete list here. So those 2 copies are also visible here. Of course, some of them are in the empty series, so that's not showing in order. But if I go here, I should be able to find what is that last book in that particular range here that is added here. Okay, so let me see one thing. Let me do 100 over here. I'll see that. Okay, so this was okay. Yeah, I can see here, right? 121, 122 just now added. And now, if you want to modify this 121, 122 procured on this date, this is the amount you procured, this is the price you paid for that, all that thing, what you can do is you simply go here, go to that particular book, and then modify this information from which vendor you procured it for and how much amount you paid. I know all that thing you add it over here, right? So now this is the currency is rupee, and this is rupee currency, 1 rupee, 120. Let's say 1,200 rupees you paid, some 10% you discount you got, all that you modify, only that particular copy gets modified here. $122, not all others. If you want everything to be modified, you click on this modify all copies, all the 243 copies will also have the same vendor, same amount and all that. Be very careful on what you modify. Easylib is a very powerful software, helps you really maintain the data in a good quality, but at the same time, make sure that learn how to use the software before trying some advanced features here. Now there is a withdraw. What does this withdraw mean? So now you added this book. Then you found that some of the old books are damaged totally. They're not usable at all. So you can go to that particular book. 000677, right? Some book I'm going here, random book. Okay, there's a book which is not available in that library, or because it's already damaged, what you can do, you can simply go here, withdraw this book. What year you are withdrawing, okay? And why are you withdrawing? You can put all the details here and say okay here. Now that book is no longer in your list. So now if I go to 00678, click on it, I am seeing 678. I do a previous one, 676 came because 677 is withdrawn already. Okay, All right. So now that will also not show in the OPAC anyway. The students also will not see that. So it makes the job easier. Did I cover everything? Add more copies, modify MST and make it a separate title. Lock record. What does it mean? You have the ability to lock one record if you don't want other people to modify. Okay, now copies is one. How many copies you have got? Let me go to the very first one. 245 copies. Available are 245. 4. One of them is issued. Link items. Haha, this is, let me show what is that. I know what it means is that this particular book, if you think that is linked with another book, okay, it, let's say suppose this is book linked with book number 999, you can link that. Okay, suppose this is book linked with another book, you link that. So when you do that linking, right, so the link items, it will show you what are the books related to that book. If you know that the people who read the 7 habits of highly effective people will also be interested in fundamentals of optics, this is an imaginary data. Okay, okay, so then you can link that book. So as a librarian, right, so you know what the students prefer. If somebody is looking for that book and he doesn't find that book, he can, you give him the option, okay, this book is not available, but these are the 4 other books you may be interested in. So you are trying to really help the students, and by following the Dr. Ranganathan's law. Of course, Dr. Ranganathan's law plays a very big important role in designing of the Easylib software over here. Okay, so now we have some more visitors. That's great. Okay, so this is the linking of the book. Link URL. What does it mean? So now this 7 habits of highly effective people. So the book came up with some material which is available in the YouTube. Okay, so now let me go here and then YouTube I'll put. There is a beautiful YouTube video of the 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay, so now what you do is you just control copy. Then what you do, go to the this, copy this 7 habits on YouTube. Add this. So now what happens is that whenever students go to the OPAC and search that book and they click, they will see all those items that are associated with that book. Okay, so now they can simply click on it. It will open the YouTube link for them. Okay, so now they are able to see this particular video. You know what you are doing? You are combining your digital library and the physical library together. In case you have got all the material in-house, you can link that also. Imagine this, there are one book having linked with 23 of them. So imagine the happiness of the students on their face when they find this book, physical copy plus all the digital copy all in one source. No other software can give you this kind of thing to the best of my knowledge. And let me tell you why I'm so confidently telling this. So what we do is, how did we write this software? Thanks to all the librarians. Our first source of information is yourself. You all have given input on what should be in the software. You have given the inputs. Your library professors have given the inputs. So that is the first source of information. Then the second thing is our own imagination of what need to be added. And the third source of information is we studied the tenders worldwide to see what is happening in the library software over here. So now if I go into the my own folder here, I can show you the list of the tender documents that are downloaded from the different tenders and RFP. If I go, okay, let me see if it is coming over here. I'll show you. No, what is this red? It's showing it one item, one drive. I'm not able to see this. Maybe I should search in the all one. I'll be able to find out what are the. There is a problem with the Microsoft OneDrive. That is why it's not showing over here. But if it was there, definitely it would show over here. Let me search once again. When I'm there, I'll show you the tender. This is the crucial piece. How did we write this software over here? So now there are so many tenders and RFP here. Current tenders. You'll see so many tenders here worldwide. Integrated library management system, one particular library wants, they have come up with huge, some 200-300 pages of document. What we do is we take time to study what is happening in the library world, right, and then make sure that our software is able to get all that information and then show you in the way. What is that? So there is an integrated library management, some other things are coming up. No, this is a simpler one. So maybe the other ones I can show you some. There are so many documents over here, scope and services requirement documents. Okay, so these all contain hundreds of pages of what should be in the library software. So what we do is we study all that material, try to add new features over here. In fact, if you see over our support system, there are so many of the enhancement ticket here. So if you your tickets, if you see, whenever we get an idea during the demonstration, we created an enhancement. Already there are how many of them? 916 enhancements are in the due in the pipeline. Bug fix, new feature, enhancement. So many of them are available here. Right? Okay. Yeah, this is what is this? Given a title, can you get a DDC classification number? We are still researching on can we pay some money to the DDC, send the book title, let it get the DDC, OCLC, right? Merge all Easylib catalog data. There is one more ticket going on. Mark 21, there is something on here. So many of them are here. Let's see whether the tender document open. Yeah, look at this tender document. This is for one particular library. They have richly populated this. What all should be there? Bibliotheca, e-commerce. So they want all these integrations to be done in the library here, right? So this gives an idea of what is happening in the library software, what we should provide you over here. So that is how Easylib is a very rich software. Okay, so let me close that. Let me read it later. I'll keep it open. So this is something that we love to do that. Easylib gives an opportunity for all our engineers to show their best, come up with the new programs which will help you. Okay, so now let me go back here. And where was I here? All right, let me close that part. I'll close this part, tickets part. Okay, so now I am in the non-book accession register. This is related to books, journals, how many bound volumes. Let me check if they have covered and left anything. Forward is there, forward catalog, mark view, ebook link, export, self-explanatory items that you have got in the catalog over here. Okay. Now mark 21 catalog. So we are working on another enhancement which will help you totally do the cataloging in the mark format. Those of you who are more comfortable with 100, 200, 300, those all tags, right? You can go to the screen and then add that. Okay. So I'll skip that for right now, but that's under, it's going to be available for you. Those who are already comfortable with entering the title as title, author, subject, you use our existing one. And those who want to enter 100, 245 and all that format, no problem. Okay, now there is a customized report. So two things that really the users will ask. One is the statistics, other is the report. What is the statistics means over here? So now I can go here, title statistics. It simply tells you for this category, how many books are there, since beginning. Book bank, how many books you have, how many exam books, how many festival books, how many now study. All the data you got here. Okay. If audit committee wants to know how many books items you have procured in the last so many years, no problem. You simply go here, you will get that data. You go here, you either take a pie chart, you can take Excel report, you can print in HTML format. You simply send this data and then share it with the auditor. You can put it in neatly in the notice board as well here. Okay. Okay. All right. So different kinds of report are available. So this is the title. Then there is a title statistics with branch. What does it mean? You have branch 1, 2, 3, 4. No issues. As per the branch, you can get the report. Okay. By home branch. Now there is a customized report here. So yeah, this webinar is going to go for good 1 hour actually, this demonstration, because we are going really in deep of it. So I hope you can stay on here. Already I see that good number of people are on the demonstration. That's wonderful. Okay. So now customize reports. If you go here, you are seeing that. Let me have a little bit to drink. Just let me pause here for a moment. All right, I'm back with more energy. Okay, good. So now we are in the customized report. This is one way to take the customized report. You can do show, hide, see what all fields you want. You can filter it on the published year. Okay, I'm interested in only the books published 2000 onwards till 2010. No issues. Okay, only 2000, 2010, 6300 books are there. So it will help you basically get it the way you want. It makes the job of reporting very easy. Our customers love it because of this reporting features, I think. So many of them have told. Okay, so again that, okay, you published in 2000. You are only interested in the publisher of Prentice Hall India, PHI. Let me read that. Published places, publisher. I type PHI. No problem. All this came. Correct? If you are interested only the electronics engineering, within that you can filter that also. Let's see here. Electronics engineering, let me see. I can go here and filter it. Subject I'm choosing. Right? Electronics engineering 622 381. 381, 381, right? So yeah, let me click on some of them. If something is there, it will come here. Okay, nothing was there on this. So if I want another subject, I can put, or let me choose a issue books. How many are there? Category. Bus. So how many books are there? Whatever is there, it will give you over here. If you are interested in in-house reading, you get that book. Right? Like that, you can keep on filtering. Finally, you got 67 books. Makes the job very easy. When you need to give the report to one management, right? Asking condition 1, 2, 3, 4, tuck, you take it here. Very easy. And there is one more report here. So I'll show you. In that, we have an SQL report management module. What does this mean is that SQL report, if there is any report that you want in Easylib, which is already not in Easylib, then there is a module to develop SQL reports. Okay, active member of library in last 1 year circulation. We help you literally write the query in the database, and then you can run it over here. Where of that? Sorry, I close that. Let me see here. SQL report. I click on it. Say run it. So now it's going to the list of the people who borrowed how many books in the last 1 year. Right? Isn't it beautiful? You are not bound by the limitations of Easylib. Whatever is in Easylib, you can use. Plus, there are many more features here. Now coming back to the circulation here, sorry, the cataloging module. So here in the cataloging module you got, so this is the main screen you got. We were in the statistics. I will show you some more reports here. Okay, so in the some more reports, stock verification how to cover. Let me cover that also. Customize reports. Here, this is another way to get the reports here. So there was one way to get the reports in the, this is what you can see in the customized report. You go here. So you are able to filter it like this. This is one way. The other way to filter is, you can go here, filter it like this. You can put entry date. Okay, how many books procured in the last this date range? Some 10 years I am putting. Okay, how many books? 28,000 books. How many of them? 26,000 books procured. Within that, you are interested. Okay, give me by, let's say, category. No issues. You choose the category. Okay, show me only the book bank books. Or okay, show me the complementary books also. Both of them you show me. No problem. You get that list. Again, you can filter it. Again, you can filter it. How many times you can put it? The entire page can be filled with the conditions. 5, 6, 7. And it also gives you ability to search multiple filter conditions here. So that way it gives you. Then after that, let me do one more condition. So let me put see, maybe the department I'll choose. Okay, the department. Okay, show me the books in the accountancy department. Okay, so many? 543. Now you want to take a report. Say, click on print. Excel. What format? I want accession number. I want title. I want author. I want a department. That's all. I don't need anything else. No problem. You put that, click on export. Within a minute, you get the report the way you want. Simply go here. Okay, and you just click on it. Accession report. I use the library. It's going to open over here. That's it. Let's give a minute for it to open. Beautiful reports of only 4 columns came. Accession number, title, authors, and department. So you can imagine the ease it will give you. You have the complete reporting ability what you want over here. You don't have to get 100 fields in the report. You just choose only 4 or 5 fields that you want and get the report. There is one more facility here, group wise report. Within that, I am interested in the category. Did I choose the category already here? Category I choose. Okay, let me do one thing. Within this, if I am interested in the item type wise, no problem. I can simply click on it. It's going to do that. It's see, title, book, how many are there? If there is any CD video, it will come that also. Okay. Let's go here. If it is there, it will show that. That also it will neatly group and show you that reports here. You basically get the report the way you want. You simply file it, give it to whoever required. Okay. I think there is something called B, right? I think there is a type, different type there. Okay. Or if you want to get by publisher, source wise, subject wise, whatever you want, you can get the report the way you want. Okay, you're listing out, okay, publisher and books, APH, like this, no issues. So however you want, you can get the report here. There are multiple formats are also available here. Okay, non-books, distinct catalog, distinct title, all that is there available. Now the next question people ask is, how do I do the stock verification? Very easy in Easylib. So what you do is you go to the stock cataloging module. In that, go to the stock verification. Maintain the reference dates, first thing. Then who all are going to do the stock verification, you define. Then you keep on doing the stock verification. If I choose one stock verification date, so and so person is going to do, and I'll put, okay, this book is found, it's listing already the cataloged, sorry, the ones that are verified actually. Okay, let's say this book is found, then okay, that was already verified. Now you also found this particular range of books, add it. It's now adding all that thing. So it'll add it. Come on, go, add it. So now it's going to do the stock verification. It's already telling that some of them are already stock verified. So now this whole list came, right? So now if you are using the RFID, what you can do is you can go to the RFID rack with the RFID, this one, you just scan it. All the list of the items will be in this. Then you connect it to Easylib, everything will be imported. Within one day, you can do the stock verification of like, okay, one day may be exaggeration, maybe a few days, maybe a week. You can complete the stock verification. Then what you do is go into the missing stock generation, choose the date, and it's going to show you the items that are already marked as missing stock. Okay, if I click on load missing stock, what it is going to do, it is going to find out all the books that are already stock verified. Take all the books that you have in the library, subtract the books that are verified, subtract the books that are withdrawn. There is also an ability to import all the circulated books under the verified. Then finally it's going to give list saying that these many books are missing for you. If you want to get further reports on that, that's very easy. You can go to the customize the report for the stock entry. It shows what you have verified. If you are interested in what is missing stock, you can get the list. Okay, show me the number of books that are already marked as stock verified in this particular date range. No issues, no problem. If you have done some 3 verification of the stock in the last 4 or 5 years, it is going to list out all the books that are marked as missing. Okay, are not missing, not found. So now you have the ability to go and withdraw those books or put it under a different category or just change the location as misplaced, something like that. Okay, so that way the final step in this stock verification is marking a book as a withdraw. So if a book is not found in the library, you have multiple options. One of the option is you just change the status as not found, category will be not found, it will still show in the OPAC, but it will be not found. That is one option. Second option, what you do, you go and procure another copy, put it there. So that way, whenever somebody searches, that book is visible, but it's instead of the old one, new one is available, people use it. Good. Third option is that if you cannot procure that book at all and you want to withdraw it, you simply withdraw it. That book is no longer shown in the OPAC. The only problem is that your stock count also goes down. Suppose as per the NAC, you are supposed to have, let's say, 50,000 books. If you have withdrawn about 2,000 books, your collection now will be 48,000. So now you decide what you want to do. Whether you want to withdraw and then have the collection as 48,000, or you want to procure the replacement, or you just want to move them as like not found books, the books to be added later, something like that. It's up to you. So that is the stock verification part. Let me check what all I should cover extra here. So I'm going really slow to make sure that you are able to get the best of Easylib software here. Okay. Okay, next. Oh, this is the location that's going to come up in future. It's been working for a long time because we need a few programmers who know the gaming actually. Because that way you can, castle, building, so the library, racks, or image should come. So that's going to take time. Okay, so next if I go here, so there is a barcode. I'll show you the barcode later. Merge titles. Aha, this is an interesting one. What does this merge title do? Let me go here. It's showing the potentially duplicate titles. Okay, let it load it for a minute. I think it is a very complex query. Why is it taking more time? So it should come fast. Okay, fine. So now this has come. Siddharameshwara Vachana Pravashana. You have 2 copies, right? So 2 copies you have got. Which of these 2 copies? Come on, buddy. Why is not listing here? It should list in a minute. Aha, somebody is running a long query. While it comes over here, we observe that it's taking a little long time. So it should not take that much time. It should come pretty fast. Okay, good. It has come. Let me take a minute in the meantime to explain something. So you are seeing here the terms and conditions. We deploy the software for you on an Easylib cloud. It is deployed on a shared server. What it means, about 15-20 other clients will be on the same server. So we have both options. We can put your installation as a totally dedicated server, provided that server is made available. You basically have to bear that cost. Alternatively, we can put it in a separate server, the shared server. So what it tells is that what is the responsibility of Easylib? We make sure the software is up and running. We take the backup of the SQL. And as far as the PDF, image and all goes, we also take backup. You also should take backup. Okay, that's it. Then responsible to the college, use the software properly. Make sure that you know how to use it. When especially you are trying the advanced ones, you get it trained and then try. Intellectual property Easylib is a copyrighted software by us, right? And now you can use it, but not do anything which will compromise the intellectual property of Easylib. That's it. Software usage, use it within the campus, within outside the campus, as per the fair use policy. And if you are getting the 3-user license, use it for 3. When if the 4th library staff joins, make sure to get the license for 1 more. And if you have specified that 20,000 is the list of books, you go to 21,000, please inform us. So that way we can increase the size of the servers, right? So the reason this is important is that if you had told that your library is this size and we have configured this much, and it happens that your library is this size, it is unnecessarily going to cause a strain on the server. So our request is that keep us updated on the volume. Okay. Then there is all these are related to the usage. Hosting, we host it on the cloud server, right? And then backup, we take that backup on a daily basis. And if the machine for whatever reason is not usable, we simply restore the backup of yesterday onto the new one. That also means that if the server crashes, let's say at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you have a little 4 or 5 hours gap. So 2 options. Either we put in extremely high availability servers for you, that's the cost is extremely high there, or you recover that 1 day 4 or 5 hours of data manually. Okay. And in case the backup is also not available, everything is the latest backup, we go to the old backup, whichever is available. Make sure that you get this. Usually within 1 or 2 days, the entire thing can be rebuilt. And then our commitment to you is that your library runs with least downtime. We also maintain all the things. So we have multiple servers here. So we maintain them thoroughly. So every day you can see here our server health, Alaknanda, Bhagirathi, these are all the different servers. We maintain to make sure that everything is green here. Okay, that's our commitment to you. So then next one, our customer service, it's a shared service. We have got a few people who are working on different clients here. So we request you to open a ticket. Only in case of emergency, call us. Okay, but we request you to open a ticket so that things will go in a streamlined order. Then there is financials. Of course, you pay for the annual subscription, and for whatever reason, if you don't want to continue the subscription after 1 year, inform us ahead so that we can make sure that your data, you can take it. You can always take your data. You are the owner of your data, and we are only safeguarding it, and we are providing you the ability to utilize your data, see the data in the different formats, easy and all that. That's where our value addition comes. But we don't unnecessarily create the trouble for you by locking the data and all that thing. So it's your data, and we nearly, I should tell you, our renewal rate is 100%, nearly 100%. Very rarely any customers have left out. At the same time, we play a very, very fair game so that at any point on, if you want the data, no problem, you should be able to take it as long as you are in the subscription. Then the GST and other things. All right. This is a simple terms and conditions we have got over here. All right. So now let me go back here. Why I was telling that all these things, because if this took a lot of time, right? What it means is that on the same server, somebody else was running extra large query. So that's why it was taking the resources here. But otherwise, it should be very fast. So we have rarely had any complaints from people saying that the software is slow. Very few times. What we also do is, if the software is slow, we optimize the database. We put in additional RAM here. If required, we'll put it in a bigger, better server. All that thing we do in the background. We also take a daily backup, right? And as far as the image is concerned, we have the periodic backup. And so that's our part of the regular maintenance activities. Okay, now coming back here. Here you have got same book entered as the two titles, whereas they're all one copy, right? So what you can do, you can merge both of them, merge the titles. 18493, the copies of the same one, 014,893. I can submit it. So now 14893, 18493, sorry. Okay, so now both of them are merged. So you got one title, two copies instead of the two independent titles. So like that, Easylib helps you manage the quality of your data properly. So otherwise, you will end up with a totally wrong information saying that, okay, so many books or so many copies, but the copies will be more, the volumes are less, and all that mess. So Easylib makes the job very easy for you. Okay, so this was the cataloging. I can go further details. It can go longer. It's already 11:16. So what I'll do is I'll continue to go to the next one. Okay. All right. So this was the cataloging. Let me go into the student module. So what is the student module? Here, this is the master data of the students here. Okay. And by the way, those of you who have any questions, kindly post it. I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Okay. So student data here. So all your student data is available here. You can neatly manage it here. So if you want, okay, my ID, I'll put over here. So my ID, ESPL 0108. This is my ID. All the details, my name, address, phone number, the email, everything can be entered here, including my photograph. Okay, so you got it here. So again, the reporting is very easy. You can go to the customized reports. Simply go here. You will see the customized reports. You can filter it by any format you want. Give me by academic year. Okay, if you want, okay, certain academic years, you can get that. If you want, okay, show me the people who are enrolled in this particular grade section this particular year, no problem. How many people got admission this year, that you can get list. And then there is a printability, just like the way we took the books print, right? Title, author, subject, and we choose the fields. Like that, for members also, you can choose any of the fields that you want and take the report. Exactly similar to that. I'll skip that, directly go into the next one. Okay, so there is something called import. What does this import mean? Right now, how do you get the admission data? Either you use Easylib software for your admissions, then everything is integrated, no issue. Perfect, simple, single solution for you. In case you have got another application, what you can do is you can simply get the data in an Excel format, open a ticket for us, ask us, okay, please help me upload data into Easylib. So what we do is we help you go to the screen, choose that particular file that you sent, then we help you map those fields. What is student ID? What is name, last name. Here in ours, we have capability to add 50 fields. There you may have only 10. So we help you match what is 10, 20 and all. Then you simply click on import. Everything gets imported here. So in fact, import is so easy that you will feel as if it is a very simple part of the activity. Year ends, admission happens, new students come, you prepare an Excel, open a ticket, upload it, we help you upload it into Easylib. As simple as that. Very easy. So you simply go and download the template and then make sure that if possible, give the data in this format so the mapping is easy. And in case you have different format, no problem, you give that. We will be able to map that also over here. Okay, then there is a mass update. There are two updates, bulk update and then there is a data sheet preparation, mass update is there. What does this mean here? So now, if there are 100 students, ESPL 0101, I'll add ESPL 01020, 120, I'm saying okay here. All the names are listed. If all of them are, let's say, professors instead of the assistant professor, what you can do is you can go into profile, change them to professor. Okay, update. Now all became professors. One shot, you get this data here, right? Now look at this. I clicked OK again. Everything become a professor. So thousands of students at a time you can. If you know all of their expiry date is already there. So now they are. You want to renew them? No problem. Go and put that subscription expiry date is instead of the 28, you are going to put it as let's say 32. No issues. Put that and update. Everybody's expiry date is updated to the new date. This is the see 2032 begin. Like that you can modify. Now let's say email. How do you update the email for everybody? Very simple. You prepare an Excel. Of course, you can use the data entry screen itself. There itself you can put the email ID, password, email ID and phone number and all that. Or after all the data is entered, you simply prepare an Excel. Member ID, email. Member ID, email. What? Member 1, what is his email? Member 2, what is his email? Like that you prepare. Then map it. Only 2 columns. Member ID and email. Member ID or phone number. Member ID and department. Anything. So then what is the first column? It's always member ID. Second column is any of this. Simply go here, import, update it for all the people at a time the data is imported. Otherwise, you will have to go to each member, enter the member ID, enter the specific phone number, click on update. Then go to the next one, put the member ID, inquire, update the phone number, update the email, then save it. Now, Easylib makes the job of updating in bulk very easy for you. Okay, again, there is a customized report, there are graphical reports, so many of them. Okay, bulk photo upload. What does it mean? So, how do you upload the photograph of all your students? Make sure that you save the photos in your folder. Then, the photo should be having the name of memberid.jpg. Make sure that they are very less size, not like in GBs and MBs and all. Hardly passport size photograph will be 20-30 kilobytes. Make sure that photos are of that size. Then open a ticket saying that this is the repository where we have got. Please link it in bulk. We'll do the bulk update for you. Okay. So that way, everybody's photo gets updated in a single day here. Member self-entry screen. In case your students, you want to give them the ability to upload their own photograph, name and all that, you can do that also here. Okay. There is something called guardian ID. What does this mean? If you are a school, you want to give the parents the access to the library, that is also possible in Easylib. Very rarely you will come up this kind of new features. How is it possible? Thanks to you again. Thank you to so many libraries. All of you have given beautiful requirements actually. So that is how we have been able to add a lot of these new features. So your parents, the students' parents also can log into Easylib, check what the children are reading the books, what books are reading, whether they're going to the library or not, what are they searching and all that. Okay. So now let's see here. What else I should go to? The members data, all this data. Now there are 32,000 students we have loaded. We have tried to create a real library. So many students here. So that is why you have got so much of test data here. Okay, member documents. That is another one. You want to collect so many, let's say, marks card, no due certificate. You are issuing everything. All that you can go here add it to the particular document. You can go here, put the member ID, ESPL 0108, you put my name automatically comes, whether it is a marks card, no due certificate, your attachment name, NDC you are putting, and then what is the document, you choose the document, you upload it, send it. That's all. The students can log in. When he logs in, he will be able to see that. In fact, what we did was, whenever we conducted the webinar, we gave the students the ability to upload their we uploaded their attendance certificate there. So for example, 30131, if I click here, right, I will log in as this one. So now I go here. Now Rajeshri is logged in. Say menu and my documents. My documents here, my documents, all the certificates have come over here. What are the webinars I attended and the certificate. You can print it and use it. Very easy for you. Okay, right? From your library also, all the no due certificate and other things, right? You can simply issue to the students. Okay. So let me cover the ID card part. Okay. So what you do here, ID card is also very simple. So member ID cards and design. There are so many designs we have already done like this. Let me choose one V2 card. I'll put test library and I'll put the member ID. And let's say I put this is the barcode generation, right? Sorry, this is the barcode generation. Okay, that's fine. So this is the member number I want. Then this. Yeah, the barcode is printed now. Test library member ID 1234. If you want for the books, no issues. Accession number, you put, let's say, for example, 00400 to 000600. And you want the call number in the bottom, no issue. Just do this. Bus. If the data is there, beautifully that report is there. So now there are a lot of the supplies available in the A4 format. You can simply peel that barcode sticker and then paste it. Very easy for you, right? You don't have to go with the old style printer of putting the ribbon, taking the two labels in one the roll based and all that. You can simply put it in the A4 size printer, take it, peel it, paste it. Okay. So we help you get the supplies, or you can go to NovaJet. NovaJet barcode labels you do. Yeah, there are the different formats here. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3, 7 into 3, 21 labels in this. Here 35 by 10, much smaller one. And this is a different size. Whatever size you want, you can get it. And the beauty is that Easylib helps you neatly configure it the way you want. Say, for example, instead of 8 by 3, if you want to print 13 by 5, no issues. So this is much smaller one like this, you got it. So this is a very congested one, so you don't want to do that. So you want to get a little slightly bigger one, 12 by 4. Let's try that. Yeah, this is also not so great. What you can do is, if you want to change it, change the font. Where is the font over here? Font. Let me put it as 7. I'll save it. Yeah, this is much better. But this barcode label is height is too small. You want to make it bigger. Where is the height? I think Easily probably should recognize the voice also in future. So right now, let's see, left margin, right margin, top margin, number of labels, barcode height, label width, barcode height. Let me put, let's say 40, I'll put. Here, sheet info. Yeah, good. That's it. So now, a little bit trial and error, you want to do that because, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? But our label sheet has 7. So what you want to do is, instead of 40 is too big, so I'll make it 35 and try it out. So this is all the one-time setup. You do that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe you want to increase the gap between this. So you change it to, let's say, 5 over here. Save it. Yeah, this looks better. So now what you can do is, you can simply print it on this kind of paper. 7 by 3. Neatly, you just peel it, paste it, peel it, paste it. Very easy job. So the beauty is that even if you close this, Or is that so? This is oh my god, I modified it. I should have. This is not the 12 by 4, right? Oh, I messed it up. All right. So anyway, let me do one thing. This was 21. I'll save it as 21, and this is Easylib library 21. I'll say put 7 by 3. So the next time, whenever I want to print 7 by 3 labels, I am able to use this. Okay, good. So one thing for caution, because this is updated directly, make sure that you save it backup, then you do the modification. Otherwise, if you modify the main one itself, like the way I modified 12 by 4 and ended up setting the 7 by 3, right? So people will be thinking 12 by 4, but actually it's printing 7 by 3. So you want to take a backup. So next time you come to the screen, if you want, you just go here again. You choose that Easylib 7 by 3 I put, right? 7 by 21. This one I put it. And then here the test library, the same range I put it. 000 100, 000 200 I am putting. Here this time I'll put location. No problem. It'll print. Yeah, bus, very easy. So this one you got it. All right, so this was the barcode. Now you can print also ID cards. ID cards is also very easy. And in fact, this what is this add barcodes to queue? If you don't want in a some range, you want random numbers. Okay, what you can do is you can put whatever you want. Let's say now I want the barcode for this. You can add it. There's an accession number. I'll put it. Add to queue. No issues. There's another one. Add to queue. It's not there. Okay, and so many others are already added. You can simply go here, and now this is the range 8 by 3 I took. So this is the test library, and I'll put the call number. This is already generated in the queue. It's in the queue. So I simply click on generate barcode. It's going to generate the barcode from the queue here. Okay, I think that was the member data. So probably, or I don't know what it was. So if it was there, it probably would have listed that data and then give you that. Okay, let me skip that. It's or I can show you. It's just remember that you can put the range of item that you want and then print it, or you just simply click on delete. Everything will go away here. You start afresh, and if you're printing accession number 000 400, add to the queue. If you want a range 000 400 to 000 410, I want to put, add to the queue. Only these many are added. Then you go here, choose the format, choose this. Only the 12, it's now added here. What is that? 400, 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Whatever I put, it has come here. Okay, cool. So now let me go to the generate ID card. Very simple. There are so many formats are listed. If you want to format, you can go here, choose the format as a sample one, and inquire. The format details are displayed here. You can go and put your own logo, change the location. This is a pretty involved one, but it will help you design the ID card exactly the way you want. In fact, something like this ID card format, you can print in Easylib itself. So okay, you put the image, you put the set the locations, and you will be able to do one-time setup. Then you can simply go here, choose the format, and choose the member ID range for which you want to print the ID cards, generate ID card. Neatly the entire ID card is generated here. AJ Institute of Management, Bangalore. AJ Institute is our client in Bangalore area. Okay, student ID card. You put your own logo. Sidhu, the number, name, barcode, everything comes over here. Very easy. You just cut it, fold it, laminate it, give to the students. Very cost-effective solution for your ID card generation. Or if you want, you can supply it to the external people to print also. Okay, this was ID card. Okay, let me go to the next one, next module over here. What is the next module? Let me go to the circulation. Very important one, right? Circulation module here. Very easy. First time I click on circulation, it's going to take a minute. It is going to do the fine calculation for all the students. So that's why it is taking a little longer time. But next time onwards, after first time in the day, it's going to be pretty fast. Now it's come here. It already some 5 or 6,000 items are issued. So it's doing the fine calculation for all 5,000, 6,000. It did it. It just did it in a minute or two, right? Not even a minute. So let's say I put this book number and I want to issue to myself. I put it. That's all. You click on it, issue. Simple. Member is not authorized to borrow. No problem. Then if you want to change the member parameters, you can go here. It will help you. As a professor, what am I authorized to borrow? Okay, professor is authorized to borrow this in-house book booking. How many keeps? If I want to change it to 12, I can change, or whatever I need to specify. And this whatever you have set up will govern what the students can borrow. Oh, I ended up closing the circulation. Let me open that again. Right? So this is an in-house reading book. I want to issue to so and so person. Again, you click on issue. Now it's issued. Okay. So because it was an in-house reading book, I can authorize to borrow 10 books, right? So returning is very simple. So click on return. The books get returned. And now whenever you are trying to return a book that has already got a fine, it gives you 4 options: pay the fine, or keep the fine pending, or waive the fine completely. Okay. So now you can choose waive the fine. So now let's say if I want to pay fine, some fine. So let's say return, pay fine. So whatever I want, I can put the receipt number. Okay, bank transaction number, if it is there, I can put it. Then amount waive. So either of them, are simply I can keep it pending also. So if you are waiving it off, waive it off and say okay, the book gets returned and the fine is completely waived. Okay, what else on this? There is a renewal option is there. Issue, return, renewal. You can go to that particular book accession register right from here itself, so that you can get the particular book details here, right? You can go to the member details also, right? So you can find the member details of that one. You have that option, or you have ability to print the checked ones, because suppose you are issuing some books to the department, 100 books you have issued. The department says, okay, give me the list of what all books I have borrowed. No problem. You simply go here, clear it, put the department number. What is the accession? What is the member ID of the department? Department has borrowed these 4 books. Here, of course, it's mine, but let's say this is department. You simply go here, print check. It is going to create a beautiful PDF copy of so and so books, so and so department, so and so name, all that it has been issued on this day. This is the due date. Makes the record keeping very easy for you. Okay. Then there is the overnight circulation. What does this overnight circulation mean? Anytime you want to issue a book for usage in the night, no problem. You can use that. Okay. So now there is charging. Charging is if you want to issue in bulk at a time. No problem. So this is you put here the member ID, and then you put 000 400. You want to issue 000 401, 000 560, 000. All this, then you issue at a time. You are issuing all the 4. If something is already issued, it says this message: member is not authorized. Success. It makes the job of issue return very, very, very easy. And when there is even a return also. Okay, charging, discharging. I think there is a mass return also is available over here. Then there is a issue return. We saw that, right? And whenever you want to return in bulk, you can simply go here, put the member ID. It's going to return the books for you. Not the member ID, it's the student ID. Looks like somebody is running a heavy query. So yeah, this is why it's important that we have the colleges adhere to the standard usage conditions. So because it's 20 colleges are using this, if one runs a large report, it's going to slow down everybody else. So however, if you expect that you need a little larger server, no problem, just inform us. We'll provision that bigger server for you, even the dedicated server also. There are quite a few servers in our office actually. So we are, by the way, putting all the servers in a very secured environment, Iron Mountain. So this is where all the banks and all that, they keep the Iron Mountain data center. This is where all our servers are there. Where is that? Images, Iron Mountain data center. So this is the data center where all your servers are going to be located here. So fully chilled air conditioned environment where all your data is sitting. And yeah, we are hoping that this is going to give a much better availability and reliability and all that. Okay. Yeah, this is the Iron Mountain. You can see the building, no windows, nothing. All the data is sitting there tightly for you. Okay, so this is the racks actually where the data is sitting in the different racks, multiple racks we have got. You know, one rack, second rack, rack server in a big rack. There are about 20, 30 servers. So this is our data center actually, where we have. This is where this data is going to be residing. Okay, so this is just to let you know, we definitely want to make sure data is safe as it should be. Yeah. Okay, so this was the issue return renewal. You are seeing this RFID counter one, counter two. So Easylib has a built-in RFID mechanism. So here, if you go here, right, menu, there's something called API. How do you integrate software with an RFID? See, we are not manufacturer of RFID, right? So we write software. RFID manufacturers, RFID they do. So there is something called API, application programming interface, where the data from the RFID machine comes into Easylib whenever a book is issued. A student passes through the gate, automatically the book's data comes into Easylib saying that, okay, look up this particular item. So Easylib goes into the database and then sends a signal back to the RFID saying that whether the book is issued or not. If the book is not issued, that gate reader will go pop, 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 red color beep. Okay, red color, the light will glow and the beeping will happen. And if the student has already borrowed, it will just display the green color or no, the student can go out. Okay, so that's the RFID integration. That's how it is done here. So as long as any of the RFID providers are following the standards, right, integration is a very relatively easy job. But of course, there will be some effort of a week or two, and there will be annually there is going to be a maintenance also on the RFID apart from the regular software, the maintenance. Okay, but integration is definitely possible here. So there are so many APIs here. These are 6 of them related to the RFID. Then there are so many other RFID, other APIs here. Suppose, how do you integrate easily with your campus automation? Again, APIs come into picture. Suppose if you want to integrate with some other module, again APIs come into picture here. Okay, let me close that. Let me continue with the circulation here. So circulation listing gives you the list of the items that you have got issued to the students. Current circulation means what is currently issued. Past circulation is what was issued and then now it is returned back. Transaction number, item type, accession number, title, all that same thing. Usually also has an ability to send an SMS to all, but there is only one glitch here because that template need to be approved for each college separately. Earlier, we used to get one template approved for all colleges. We were offering the SMS service, but right now we have stopped it because you need to get the approval for the template. Then we'll have to use that SMS template in our software to send the SMS to the students. Same thing with the emails also, but the Easylib has ability for SMS and emails whenever the book is issued, returned, whenever the book need to be a reminder for returning of the books and so on. All of those are possible here. Okay. Member due list, what does it tell? Which books are due, when they are due, what is the fine, and all those details it can list here. Okay, so this is what it shows here. Now customized report, similar to the books and members, here customized report is also there. How many books are issued in one day, how many were returned, how many renewed, what is the statistics, which department is borrowing more books, which students are borrowing more books. Okay, all that, give me the usage report. So many of them here. And in addition, among your staff, who is the most efficient, who is issuing the most books? Okay, how much is the fine collected by each staff? All of that is possible here. Say for example, Vasu MD, I had logged in, I issued 5 books today, all of them 5 are over here. If I want to know how many books this particular gentleman issued in the last so many days, no problem, you can get that list as well. Again, you can print it as HTML, Excel, all those features are available here. Okay, then the fine is calculated, the member parameters. So here the fine is calculated based on, let's say, how many general students, how many books he can borrow. He can borrow 7 book bank books, complementary books 6. Let me add a issue books also. I'll add it here. Issuable books, right? Issuable books. Let's say he can borrow 10 books. He can keep for 15 days. And then maximum reserve days is 2. Fine per day is 0 if I want to put. Maximum renewal he can do 2 times. Then he can do and save it. What it also means is that he can borrow 10 here, 7 here, 6 here. But collectively, if you want to restrict only 15 items he can borrow, you can put 15 here. Okay. Now, he can borrow 10, 7, 6. But collectively only 15. That's what it means here. Okay. Now, number of issue days. Here is the fine is also available. All that you can manage here. Then there is a non-book. Similarly, you can maintain it for the professors, lecturers, the guest faculty. Some of the libraries now open for the general public also, right? You can define we call it general public, collect some advance of let's say 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees, and then allow them to borrow 5 books, 10 books. So that way your library is always in use, right? Again, going back to Dr. Ranganathan book, law, where every reader his or her own book, and every book his or her own reader. So Easylib makes the job very easy for you. Then there is a circulation system parameter that tells whether the SMS should be sent or not, whether the pop-up should come or not, whether the email should go or not. All those things can be set up in Easylib. That SMS is subject to that DLT approval. Okay. Then of course there are so many templates. This is the SMS template. Okay, that need to be approved by the DLT before using it. Okay. So fine calculation that basically tells you the history of how the fine. Somebody says that, okay, how did I get fine as let's say 70 rupees? No problem. 2 rupees like that it got added. It will go and show you that. Okay. So these are all the screens related to the circulation. Of course, I couldn't go to many of them, but some main important things I have showed you. So once you become customer, right? So you have the ability to go and try each of them. So we have, in fact, if you see our YouTube channel, right? So youtube.com, if you go and the channel Easylib demo is our channel. Okay. See Easylib demo channel. I am live right now. There are so many of them. How many videos are there? Nearly 206 videos are there. Okay. So circulation listing, webinar, fee management, OPAC feature, popular videos. This one tells about 1,000 people have seen the Easylib demo in Canada. Demo video of 2022. There is another one. I used to work with Infosys, so very high regards for the Infosys founders, Mr. Murthy and other seniors over there. So very good to hear you attend the session with Murthy that day. Okay. Then there is this is integrated learning management system, e-governance in higher education that I took for one of the colleges. Then there is, you can simply go here. There are so many videos here. Okay, you can see all those things. Okay, so now coming back, so this was the circulation. We covered that, right? So let me close the circulation. Let me go to the next module in the library. You can imagine, so far I have covered acquisition, cataloging, circulation, members. For 4 of them, it went 1.5 hours, 1 hour, 45 minutes. You can imagine the depth with which the software has been written here. So I would like to spend a minute on the pricing. How do we decide how much price we should charge to you? What we do, we develop the software one time, create the deploy it for multiple customers. So if you yourself were to write this entire software, what we have written, it is not less than 20 crores you will have to spend. However, considering that many colleges can use, we have a very simple price of about 40,000 rupees per library staff. First library staff 40,000 per year, second one 20,000, third one 20,000, and plus the GST what that goes to the government. So if you are a library with about let's say 5 library staff, you pay about 40, 20, 20, 20, 20. Okay, or 4 library staff. So you will pay 1 lakh plus GST, 1,18,000. That's the flat price annually you pay. 3 portions in that. 1,18,000, the 18,000 goes to the government. Out of the remaining 1 lakh, a part goes to the server maintenance, a part goes to the software maintenance, and a part goes towards recovering the cost of the development that has already been incurred. Okay, So that is why I request all of you to refer more and more customers so that the cost per customer comes down, and then you can get the better benefit out of that. Okay. Okay, so now let me go to the next module, that is the data quality. Oh, that's an interesting one. So let me first cover the periodicals and the digital library. Already, what is the time now? 11:48. Anyway, this is a webinar. I hope you can stay this longer time. So I'll just take another half an hour as long as I can, complete to a good extent. So let me go to the periodicals. Periodicals tells you which all journals you have subscribed. When did you subscribe? Okay, what are the receivables? All those things you can see here. Say, for example, one particular journal, select web technology. I'm checking ABC of web technology. This journal, it's a monthly journal. It has been subscribed 2023, 24, and all that. Let me do one thing. This time, let me take another one. So I have used this so many times, so I will use another one. Let's say Journal of Calculus and Chemistry. Okay. So this is a weekly journal. Interesting. That's fine. So now this is the 23. Now come 24. 24 has come. Now you want to create a subscription. 2024, and the subscription starts on 1st of January 2024 and going all the way till December of 2024, 31st. And the termination date, whatever date you want to put it, order date, when did you place the order, how many copies, purchase order number, bill date, all that you put it. I'll just leave it as is blank. And the rate is $84. And suppose if you have paid, let's say, about $200, that means 1680 rupees. And discount, you are getting 10%. So 15,120 you are putting here. $200, 16,800 minus 10%. So all the things. So now you are adding it. So now you added the subscription for that particular 2024. Fair enough. Now, what are the volumes issue you are getting, right? That's where the beauty of Easylib comes into picture, because it's going to give you a complete schedule of what you are getting in next 1 year. 2024, January till December. So what was that? Journal of Calculus something, right? Calculus, no? Yeah, Calculus and Geometry I put. So 2024, right now nothing is there. So I will click on Generate Receivable. 1st January till 31st December. Perfect. So it's a weekly journal. I get it after 4 days. What is the, enter the number of issues. I'll put it as 13 issues in one volume. Enter the first volume number 101, I'll put. First issue number 1, $84. And then when I divide by 52, it comes to $3.85. Okay. Discount 10%, $3.85, something like that. Okay. So now what I do is I say generate receivable. Then look at this. Volume number 101, issue number 1, copy number 1. 101 to copy number 1. In case if you are subscribing to multiple copies, that also you can manage in Easylib. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 12, 13. Now we had mentioned 13 issues in each volume, correct? So now it automatically became 102. Volume number 101, it changed to 102. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then all the last one is going to be 104, 13. And look at this. The first volume issue expired on 1st January. Next one 8th, 15th, and so on. Every week, no? Now, when are you going to get it? I put 5 days gap or 4 days gap. So 1st January issue you are going and getting on 5th January. Next one on 12th January, like that. So now what it is going to do, if you log into the system on 2nd January, it will not tell that it's a due one. But when you log in on, let's say, 5th or 6th, it's going to tell you that you should have got the 1st January issue by 5th January. Today is already 6th, you have not got it, it's going to show in red color. So there is a screen for that also. Now, like this, you do for all your journals. You generate the receivable for all your journals. Whenever any journal comes over here, one of the screen, you can come back to the screen or use another screen wherein you choose this, list out all these things, whatever you have got it. Go and click that. Simply click on this button. Neatly it goes from the receivable bucket to the received bucket. So now this particular journal, 5 issues are received out of the 52. 47 are due. Now you can simply go to this all serials list. It gives the complete picture of your subscriptions of the journals. So now if I put from date range as 1st January of 2024, end of 31st December 2024, search, it is listing ABC of web technology. These many issues are received, these many are yet to be received. Journal of calculus chemistry, these many are received, 5 received, no, 47 not received. Like this you can put. So now today what is the date? Now July, right? So I will put a July date range. Instead of that day, I'll put just the, oh, there is no today button here. Ha ha. Okay, so today I'll put it as 6th. I'll put it here. Now what it means here, instead of saying that 52 issues are due, now look at this. It became only this much. Volume 101, issue number 10, 11, 12, like that. Then volume, then the third one, right? It can give you the complete details of what you are not getting. So I just have to click on search. I get the full details of what is not received here. Okay. So, where is that? Okay, so fine. So let me put a data little larger data and see. Now what you can do is you can also filter by vendor, standard book publisher. They have given you these many items. Nothing not received, that's fine. But here, biotechnology, these many are received, but these many are not received. Received worth of the journals is this much, 6,148 rupees worth of items are not received. What you can do, you can take a print of this, because anyway it's already for only one vendor, right? What is that biotechnology, that one standard book company, no? You can send a reminder, dear standard book company, this is the list of all the journals we have subscribed. This is what we got so far, this is what we have not got so far. The total of the received journal is this much, the total of non-received journal is this much. Total amount, so let's say 1,50,000 or whatever. Please immediately supply those missing journal issues. Otherwise, please refund the money. By using the multiple features in Easylib related to the quotation comparison, properly tracking your journal received, you can make sure that whatever investment you are putting on Easylib software is well utilized. It will help you either save the money or it will get you the refund back if something is not right. It will help you manage your library at a much professional and nearly perfect level. Okay, so this was one important report I can show you. Now there is something called indexing. What is this indexing mean? See, you have a journal that you have subscribed. Scopus has indexed. Perfect. What if there is a journal you yourself have published and Scopus has not indexed? Then who has to do the indexing? Nobody else is going to do, right? You can do the indexing by yourself. So that is why there is a module in Easylib, periodical indexing. What is the periodical? What is the article? What volume? What issue? What date it was published? Which page it is in? And if it is in external resources, what is the URL? All of that you can track it and catalog in Easylib. So that way, it's very easy for you to do a proper indexing of all the journals you have published so that you can use that at a later point of time as and when you require. This is especially important if you're a large college or a school or a university and you have a history of 10, 20, 30 years and many of your students or faculty have come up with beautiful articles. As a library, you would love to make sure that everything is properly cataloged in Easylib. so that whenever anybody wants to search, simply go, click on search, get that particular article, no matter when it was published. Easily makes that periodical indexing job very easy for you. Okay. Now, there is what else is there? Today's receivable. It's going to give the list of what all I should be getting in this week, right? So today, ABC of Web Technology, Journal of Calculus, volume number 103, issue number 1, I should have got it now. No, not got it. I should get it. But if I got it, I simply go and click on receive. It's gone, updated quickly, immediately. That's it. Another one I got it. Received, not received. By mistake, if I mark something as received, you can put it as received. If you have done it or not received, you can put it. All that thing is possible here. Okay. Then there is the indexing we covered, subscription search. So this subscription search that is related to how are you managing your subscriptions of all your journals, that you can track it here. Okay. There is an import facility for periodicals. There is an import facility for subscriptions for loose issues also. So that way, no matter which software you are using earlier, you can come to Easylib within 2 weeks. Very easy. I know most of our installations of the Easylib complete within a week. How? Because we have an ability to launch the Easylib within 1 hour. You give the order, your instance will be ready within 1 hour. You simply click a button, tuck, everything is up and running. Then next 1 or 2 days, you give us all the data in Excel format or the mark format of all your catalog, the journals, the loose issue, the students data, including your past circulation data, current circulation data. We go to the respective import screen and import. There are so many. Periodicals have imports, members have import, cataloging has import, circulation has import, no digital library has import. Everywhere there is an import facility. Neatly we'll import your data. So many of our installations complete within a week. 1 day for deployment, 2 days for the import, next day is 2 days for crash course, so that you can library operations are not at all impacted. Smoothly you will start with Easylib, right? Then of course there are many additional features you can learn in the next due period of time. Okay, so yeah, this Easylib is getting to Easylib is very easy actually. So I'm very happy to inform that the version that I'm showing you right now, 175 customers are using today, all over Karnataka, many parts of India, and a few outside. So they love this software, and everything is online, nearly 24/7 availability. We keep monitoring. We constantly go to the server, check this whether it's green or not. If something becomes red, automatically we get an SMS on this, and then we act on it. Okay. Now let me go back here. So this was the periodical. In the interest of the time, I will go to the next module, and that is related to the digital library. What is this digital library about? Earlier, your all material were in the print format. Now you have got a lot of material in the digital format. Everything you can maintain in the digital format. If you go to the digital library, ebooks entry by tags, you have got 5 training videos. Ebooks are 40, faculty publication 1, handbook 6, and so on. First ebook number, last ebook number. You can see that list of the ebooks. Or if you want to go and add, you simply click on it. It will go to that particular screen. Put all the data in the Dublin core format. Then you either put the URL where the material is located, or you upload that particular document here. Little bit of caution, we ask you to upload the data of the books which are in MBs, not in gigabytes. The reason is, if it is you are uploading the gigabytes of data into this, your students also will have to download a gigabytes on mobile, which will be very slow, and your digital library will be not at all used. So instead of loading a large file, break that file into the small pieces. Upload those 1 MB, 2 MB, 100 kilobyte, 200 kilobytes, so that students are able to search what they want, get exactly what they need, click on it and open it. Right? Very easy for you. We saw that right in the OPAC, no? How did the digital library gets accessed? They can go into the ebook by courses, see the list, right? And if it happens to be a URL, they can click on the URL and see here. All right, it goes to that particular URL. or they can go and search here in the ebook itself and go and put here, let's say for example, if I'm interested in the electronics related items, okay, that particular item is listed. If it is an external one, I can click and then open the external resources. It's coming from the New York University. Or if I have copied that into resource repository and I view, it uploads, it shows from what is inside your library, right? You can maintain a beautiful digital library in Easylib, and that entire thing can be managed within this digital library module in Easylib. When you have Easylib, you don't need any other special software for your physical books, no separate software for in-out management, nothing for digital library, because everything is managed in Easylib itself. Okay, so now digital subscriptions. You are a part of one consortium. They have access to 5,000 journals. Simply give us the data. We'll help you import digital subscription data. Immediately, the entire data can be uploaded here. URL indexing you are doing to track all the material you have got. Then there is the catalog content. See, you know, when we in the books, right, we had indexed some of the digital content to the physical books. That also can be managed here, because Easylib is an integrated package. It helps you manage your physical library, digital library, the visitor management, member ID, and all that thing. Everything you can manage here. So that is why this is the report you are seeing here. This is the entry form. Simply add it. Again, makes the job easy. Ebooks list what all you have uploaded by different types of ebooks. Here is the searching by different. What are the recently most uploaded the ebooks? What are the most popular ones by department, by course, by section, by subject? So many things are available for making the job of searching your repository easy. Okay, so now when you pay 80,000 rupees, when you have got 3 library staff, right, that includes access to the digital library also, whatever you have built. Okay, so this is the digital library material that we showed. And whenever there is an issue like this, we will help you. We'll help you. Fix those issues. Make sure that everything is pakka and all. Again, there is an import. The data sheet. What is it? If you want to update some 10 ebooks with a certain department, at a time you can do that. You can also set the user ID password for each of them. You can take the reports. You can take the ebook download report. What it means is that Mr. Vasu MD, ebook 8, number 8, basic electronics, he viewed on this day. Okay, Mr. Digital viewed basic electronics on 14 June. Like that. So when you are paying lakhs of rupees for the digital material, right, you want to make sure that those are accessible, right? So Easylib makes that job easy for you. Okay, all right. So there are much more things I can go in the digital library part, but I'll let you explore this part. Now let me go into the visitor management part, right? So how many people are visiting your library? How many came yesterday? All that data is visible here. Visitor details. This one I put it. Let me have a glass of water. Sure. June, 12 people came. 12th June, 16, 13. How many times they not happen? Or if you want to take the report in monthly basis, no issues, you can get that also. What is October, November, December, what you can even export into Excel. You can prepare a pie chart, graph chart, all that thing. No? When you have the ability to export, it makes the job even easier. Then import in out is very easy. How do you do that? You just keep the screen open. Students will come, scan their ID card, automatically the entry is made as so and so is entered. If somebody else comes, okay, is not there. ESPL, okay, now he has entered. And suppose at any point of time, if you want to see how many people are in the library, you simply go to the visitor management screen. You will get the list of how many people are there. Right now there are 2 people. Imagine that one person goes out, he will come here and then he will scan his ID card. This time it made an out. Other person also goes. Again I came here. That's it. Like that. There is an option to even exit everybody. Say, so for example, there are about 100 students sitting in the library and it's already 9 o'clock. Library is closing. Everybody doesn't have to scan one by one. You just say it's all closed. You go and use that button. One button option is there. which will help everybody exit at a time. And whenever you want to take the reports, it's very easy for you also. You can take the reports of how often the people are coming to the library. Okay, today how many people came, what time they came, what time they went out. Okay, and in case you have got the in-out register, maintained separately, you can import that also. Okay, that is also possible. Now here you are getting this particular date, 6th July, Vasu Deshpande came at this time and then spent this much time. It's completely displaying the history over here. There is a customized report here. Again, there are so many conditions. Which department students are coming, which grade are coming, which class are coming, what purpose they are coming. All that you can track in Easylib, the statistics reports. Okay, you can even get the counts also. How many people are coming into the library in the last 1 year? I got it. Okay, show me the data by, let's say, course branch profile. Get it? So it's showing that, okay, by date, how many people by different courses are coming, how many people are coming by different departments, how many are coming. For this day, biophysics, how many came, commerce, how many came, and all that things you are getting. Customer search report, another report like this, you can get it. Nearly like 2,15,000 entries. You can imagine this. 2,15,000, it just the report comes within 2 seconds. Why? Power of the server. Thanks to all the technology and thanks to all of you who are supporting actually, because without your support we wouldn't be able to invest so much on the server, because one server, it costs us so much money. Say for example, DL 380 server, if I put 380 server, the cost is minimum is 2,99,000. This is the good one, 380 10th generation, 6,24,000. And what we do is we have commissioned this kind of big servers, and we put hardly about 10 to 20 clients in that. So when you are paying about 40,000 rupees or 60 or 80,000, about half of the money goes in the server section. So that's a huge investment at our end to make sure that your data is sitting in the fast servers, most latest servers, and then possible and also accessible very easily. Okay. All right. So now library usage report. This is an interesting one actually. What it tells is that for each student in that date range, the complete library usage it will tell you. So now if I put the student here, okay. So what it is telling is that member ID 001, okay, came to the library, how many times he came, okay, and how many books issued, how many returned, how many times the opaque search was done, how many ebooks were downloaded. All the data you are getting here. Okay, so this is for the students, you can get it here. So there is the old students, MCA students, the guardian, general, all that thing you can get that data here. Okay, so there is a 0 issue. Student with no exit. I was telling, if there are 100 people sitting in the library, you don't have to ask one by one to go out. You can simply ask them, okay, the library is closed, you can go now. You simply go here, put the date when you are exiting, and then mark it what time. So everybody will be marked as exit at a time here. And there is a statistical report over here. How many visitors coming to the library? How many, the members are coming to the library? All that data you can get that list here. Okay, visitors, nobody came. So members, how many came? It's showing that, okay, 2 people came. Like statistical report for them. Percentage wise report. That's another very interesting one actually, because many colleges have put a rule saying that, I think in fact the NAC asks that how many students are coming to the library on a daily basis. What is the percentage of the students coming to the library? What you can do is you can maintain that data. And okay, professors, 12th July, 2 professors came. 1 professor came 2 times. 3 professors came collectively 4 times. If your professors are totally about, let's say 100 professors you have got, 2.73 people came here, because that they also want to know what is the percentage of the students coming to your library. Okay, so that is what it's then the in-out entry option 1 we put. Then there is another option, in-out entry option 2. You can use it, all of them on the same data only. So now here this report, it is displaying how many students have come to the library. Okay, the other report tells what all books that person has borrowed. Okay, so now this is telling how many people are inside the library. There is an in-out option 1. When somebody comes and then scans it, right, it is telling what all books he has borrowed. Makes the job easy, because if you want to let the students know what all they have borrowed and all that thing, you want to put this option 1. But if you want to collect the ID card, then scan one by one, and you want to get a count of how many people are in the library, then you want to use it option 2. And if you are having more visitors come to the library on the fly, give the phone number and enter, then use the option 3. Okay, multiple options are there, all of them updating the same database. Okay, so this is the in-out management, and then there is a graphical report is there here. Even import is also there. Import, why would you need the import? Suppose you are using the, let's say, thumb reader, then you want to get the reports, right? How do you do that? Integrate that? Very easy. Multiple options. One is let them call the API. Easylib has a beautiful in-out API. They can simply call XYZ. Our command is going to be college1.easylib.net/in-entry student ID XYZ. They can call the API, automatically a real-time entry gets made. Option 1. Option 2, they can give the data into Easylib, one format, and then there is an import here. In-out data import. You can simply go here, take the data of 1 lakh, 2 lakh, how many records it has got, map how many fields you have got, and then import one by one. All the data, whatever they are giving in the from the biometric they have got, everything you can import into Easylib here. That is the second option here. Of course, the even further line of automation also can be done, like a daily update and all that. Again, that depends on how much effort you want us to put. And usually our support is a shared support. And for one college, we allocate about 10 to 20 hours, or is likely longer if the larger library, over a period of 1 year. That is for the maintaining the support. But if this job alone takes about 160 hours, then we'll have to talk separately. But we'll help you complete whatever you require. We'll be able to achieve that, help you achieve that goal. So this was the in-out management. So now, if you want to get a holistic picture, how many people are coming to our OPAC? Because that is another thing that the NAC wants, right? Very easy. So here in the OPAC, there is a online public access catalog. There are two options. One is OPAC user view. You can see what all is displayed outside, right? And the other one is OPAC analytics. That helps you analyze what is being seen and all. Let me go into the OPAC analytics here. Announcement. If you want to make a new announcement, you simply go to the announcement screen, add a new announcement, put a date, and then gets entered over here. That announcement is visible right here itself. Announcement section. Easy. And if you want to update the Explore, you update it here. Library timings you can update. Social profiles, Facebook, Twitter, you can update. Featured items, some 10 books have come, you can add those 10 books here. Partner libraries, that is what is called as useful links, right? All those useful links you can upload here, add it. Library policies, library teams, how many team members are in the library, their photos you can upload and all that. Photo gallery, the new photos you can put it here. Okay, then there is a feedback. Whenever the students want to communicate anything to you, there are 3 methods. One, you can give them the ability to feedback. When the students go login, I think I may have logged in here. Yeah, there is a feedback here. Let me see here, library survey and feedback. There are 2 methods here. One, they can give the feedback directly, or there is an option, yeah, my feedback. They can enter a feedback saying that, okay, please do this. Please change the lighting condition in the reading hall. Okay, feeding, about building, I'll put this date. Please increase the brightness of the reading hall by putting more lights, right? Very simple. This is one method. Second method is there is a built-in survey management module in Easylib. Oh, I close this. Okay, let me open it. Survey management in Easylib. How you can do that? You can go here, menu, survey management. You can define a survey. Library satisfaction survey. You can add that list. Library survey. You can see this list. What are the questions you want to add it. You can add here survey entry, survey response, survey annotation. Let me go here. So student satisfaction survey 2022. What are the questions here? So these 4 questions you have got. In the drop down, you can define a survey like this. Ask the students to take the survey. And of course, the students, when they take it, you get the report of how your students are feeling about the library, what they require, and so on. This is the survey management model we have got. Okay, let me go to the next one on external search links. What are the subscription links, e-newspaper links, opaque shortcut headers? We saw that right in the beginning here. Here you have got the shortcut header, this one, and the other one. Whatever you want to enter it here, is completely dynamically you can build it. Even if there are external links, you can add that over here also. Opaque shortcut links. So that is called as an ASP link in some places. I'm not sure whether visible here. Yeah, even what you want it to be visible, what you want to hide, that is also possible here. So you can change the position of the featured books if you want the links to come up, or you want the features link to go out, or you don't want this kind of menus. You can hide it. All those are possible over here in Easylib. Okay, so opaque search bar color also you can change it if you want. Okay, I don't want a blue color, I want a different one. No issues, that is also possible. Okay, so then email parameter, that is related to sending the emails. Add ASP links we covered. Link relationship module, one link to another link and all that. One particular title number 00000, what all links it has got, all that you can track here. So year-wise purchase. So did we go to the cataloging by any chance? Oh, let me go to the opaque analytics screen. Okay, opaque setup, opaque shortcut lines, opaque headers, all that we saw. Email parameter. Then add catalog links. So that's again cataloging part. So ebook search, you can get the complete report of what the ebook search here. Then there is this one. We'll skip that. We already covered. Ebook opaque book requested list, what the students have been requesting over here. Opaque search report, how well is your library being utilized? Somebody searched on title electronics, 645 books came, wonderful. Somebody searched on a book by name business communication by Katran, it is not there. So what you can do is you can call that student, he did not log in as a member ID, so you don't know who has logged in. But if you have disabled the guest, you would have to log in. Then you'll know, okay, hey buddy, 24 EAC 014, it's a Ramesh Kumar. Okay, pick up the phone and call Ramesh. Hey Ramesh, you are searching on the business communication book by so and so author. It's not available. Do you want to procure it? Do you want us to procure it? Imagine the student satisfaction when you are able to go and constantly are helping them achieve their academic goals. Right? So Easylib wants you to manage your library much higher level through this kind of tools here. Right? So that is the opaque search report. Access partner libraries. You are paying lakhs of rupees to the partner libraries. Which of them are used? Which of them are not used? Make a good call so that your investment is better utilized. Digital subscription URL search report. Access ebooks. Which of the ebooks are referred? Which of the ebooks are not referred? If there is an ebook which is consuming the GBs of the space and nobody is reading that, you just simply delete that. Why do you want to waste the space? Library usage report. This tells you between this date range, how many people are coming to the library, what has been the usage. On the 6th July, 3 books issued, 2 books were written, nothing was renewed. How many in-out people? 4 times. Opaque searches were done 10 times. Ebooks downloaded were 3. And if the library wants a little larger period of data, no issues, just change the date. It will give the complete 1 year data. This is what the NAC people want, right? When they come here, they want to see how well is your library utilized. And this is where the beauty of Easylib comes here, because you are getting everything in one single place. Otherwise, you will have to go to one software for getting the issue, return, renewal. Another software to find out how many people came into the library, went out to the library. Another software to find out what are the digital contents, how many have been accessed. Nothing, they are not at all related. And then you spend hours of time merging everything. But in Easylib, everything is integrated. You know, on the 7th of June, how many people came to the library, how many books were issued, how many returned, how many opaque login, ebook download, everything in one place. And you can even export into Excel also. You just send it to the NAC. Very easy. In fact, we ask many librarians, you download this report, create a digital PDF out of that and upload it as a link in Easylib as a Easylib usage report. Send that link to the NAC so that they can see the real data of what is there. So that makes the job of sending the report, Easylib makes the job of sending the reports easier. Then there is one more report, Easylib statistical report. So that is from in the date range, how many visitors, the staff, all these things you can see here, right? So this is the login, logout details. Of course, how many people logging into the library? Who all are logging in? What time they are logging in? Whether the load is okay or not? Which time the load is going higher? Which time the load is lower? All that you can see here. So today with this IP address, somebody logged in at 6th July. All that you can see here. Then you can also see the IP address where the login is coming from. If at all there is too much traffic coming from one, then you know that something gadbad is going on, right? All that thing you can track here. Graphical report, how the library usage has been, how many staff are coming, how many students are coming, what is the performance in the year, so and so year, whether your library usage is going up or down or flat, or what actions you need to do, take up, everything is available over here. Now there is another report over here, hundreds of reports in Easylib. It tells that so and so user ID, since the library opened, he came on 97 days, 167 times he came. Which days he came, you click on it, it will make the job of easier. Oh no, this is the digital usage, right? So IP address it is displaying. How often people have been logging in. In-out data import. So you have the notebook written in some notebook, how many people came inside, outside, going, or you are getting the data from, let's say, RGHS, Rajiv Gandhi Health University of Sciences, which is giving you the data of how many people logged into RGHS from your college. No problem, you can import the data so that you can get one complete report immediately. Okay. So these were some of the core modules. I'll try to complete in another few minutes. So now let me just give a cursory glance of what I have not covered. Setup establishment, self-establish the college. Campus admissions, we'll skip that. Additional parameters library. My profile, what is my usage, how many times I as a librarian logged in, all that data I can see, I change my password and so on. Okay, then there is a student master data. Oh, KPI and metrics, this is an interesting one. You can manage your library by metrics. You set the goal. This year, my circulation should be this much. Easylib can help you set the goal and also track what is the percentage of the goal achievement. You can define your own dashboards. Student information dashboard, you can define like this. You want to add more items, you can add it. There are hundreds of queries that are already added over here. You choose whichever the drag and drop the query and then build that report over here, right? So this is the student information dashboard. We have even come up with the Dr. Ranganathan dashboard on the 5 laws. Books are for use, every book is reader. Every reader is her book, save the time of the reader, and the library is a growing organism. When it is a library growing organism, you are interested how many extra books got added in the year so that the library grew from here to here. When you are interested in every book its reader, you want to find out how many books are never borrowed in 10 years, right? So that means that book is not finding any reader, so that you need to take some actions. Like that, you can come up with your own dashboard. So suppose every book its readers, if you want to add more things and it is not there, so what you can do is go to Dr. Ranganathan dashboard, click on 5, and this every book is its reader, there was 0. I click on it and add metrics, borrowed, something like that. Not borrowed, I'll put here. Not borrowed, nothing is there. Borrowed, I'll put. Titles borrowed and returned, and just putting over here expensive books borrowing count, something like that. Let me choose for simplicity purpose. So then I go back here, Dr. Ranganathan dashboard. Those 2 items that you added will come here. Titles borrowed and returned. So now, interesting thing is every book is reader. That's your goal, correct? So now let me go here and find out how many books are in the library. Okay, how many distinct titles in the library? You have got 52,000 titles. How many are borrowed? 6,200. That means out of the 52,000 items, only 6,200 titles have been borrowed. Remaining 48,000, nobody is reading. See that? You are managing your library more intelligently here by using this analytics. It is not the question of only storing the data and then issue return, right? It is the question of how well you are utilizing your investment on the library. Easylib makes that job easier. And thanks to Dr. Ranganathan, who gave such a beautiful framework to increase the efficiency of the library. And Easylib is only helping you to implement his laws here, right? All right, so now you have so many dashboards. Balance scorecard, what is this? In the large companies, every item is grouped into 4, every area into 4 parts. Financials, systems and process, user perspective and learning and future perspective. How well your library is adhering to that, you can do that. Or you can use the Six Sigma principles here. So if there is a Six Sigma over here, I don't know if you have created, that will help you whether the library graph is grown here like this. It all tells you define, measure, analyze, improve, control. Six Sigma methodology of DMAIC over here. I recommend you can read it. DMAIC Six Sigma. Okay, methodology. You can read it. You can implement in your library. Easily makes that implementation very easy for you. Okay, and I'll be happy to take a separate session if any of you are interested in that Six Sigma implementation for your library. Okay, because just a little bit intro about our company. We started this company about 20 years back. So three of the founders, we all used to work with Infosys, writing two of us at Infosys, another at Siemens. We were writing the software for all American, German, Canadian, other country companies. We thought, okay, why don't we do something for the domestic market, Indian market, come up with a world-class product for you. So whatever we have learned and the best practices and those kind of companies, right, we have tried to build in Easylib. That's why you are seeing so many new things in Easylib, probably that are not even seen in the many library contexts, but which are very much applicable for you. And I'm happy to tell that many libraries worldwide, especially in the US, have already started using this kind of balance scorecard, Dr. Ranganathan dashboard, the student information dashboard, Six Sigma, and many more. And here you can use it for your library also, and easily it makes the job easy for you. And what is the circulation dashboard? Chief librarian logs in, he will be interested in the overall statistics. If the circulation librarian logs in, he will be interested only in the circulation. How many I issued yesterday, today, 1 week back, how many overnight books are not returned, what is the fine collected, and those kind of things. You can define that also. So the easily makes the job of complete KPI, key performance indicators, and the dashboard generation very easy for you. Okay, now let me go into the next one. Barcode we covered, campus ERP, we'll skip it right now. Admissions, enrollment, fees, syllabus, all that. Learning management, that's another thing. So this is a whole module altogether. If you want to use it for your organization, librarian wants to take the lead, we'll help you get started with the LMS module here. So the learning management, then there is a faculty teaching, timetable week, attendance, exams, quiz, all those are campus ERP. Display board we covered in the journal publications. That is another interesting thing. Oh my God, it's already 12:30. I know it's already 2.5 hours, but there are so many things over here. How do you want to get the best rating in the audits? One of the methods is come up with more and more journals, new journals. How do you do that? Easily makes that job also very easy for you. You define a journal, define volume and issues, define a theme, then get the article from the different people, get them reviewed, and then make that whole thing ready for publication. That entire workflow can be managed in Easylib here. So that is the journal management module here. The acquisitions we covered, branch, multiple branches if you have, you can easily cover. You simply define the branches. For every book, you specify the branch. That's as simple as that. Oh my God, I did not cover this data quality improvement. Normal software can help you do the data entry. An extraordinary software like Easylib helps you find what's wrong in your data. Say, for example, this particular title doesn't have any copies. You have cataloged that particular book without any copies. Maybe it's going to come in future, but in the OPAC it is going to show. But whenever somebody clicks, it says the no copies are available. Easily helps you find that. And we saw that there is something called publishers. So now take this example: Tata, McGraw Hill in some places. Tata space is Mac space, Graw space Hill, another places. TMH in another one. All of them are same. Easily helps you find that errors and then merge all of them also. Then how many keywords not in catalog, authors not in catalog, how many books with no title, in a hurry, dot. Easily helps you find that particular thing. Okay, books with no title, no author, no column, all that thing. You want to do the corrections of keyword, you use this. You want to mass update, you can do that. Mass withdraw of the book. Title copies mismatch, add, delete, MST and this thing, that thing, there's a mismatch in the number of copies in the actual number of copies in the database. Easily helps you find that also. Keyword cleanup. Sometimes you have added so many keywords and then deleted that particular book. then that particular thing is coming up still there, and you want to clean up, you can clean it up. If you have some spelling mistake, there are discrete event. You have entered as a one keyword of 4, whereas actually it is a 4 keyword separate, discrete event. So here it is actually, it's if you want to modify this as simulation instead of everything, right? The new keyword, you put it as simulation here. So all the record will be modified to tell that it's the simulation here. Like that you can see. And if you find that, okay, here modify, when I click, it is coming small, right? So this is something improvement is required. No issues. You can go here, modify keyword under digital one. You simply go here, support. Click on the support, let it open, and open a new ticket. DQM, data quality improvement. Modify keywords. Increase the text length on the screen for old keyword and new keyword, right? So we have developed Easylib with utmost care, but sometimes these stupid mistakes are there, right? I want to modify this data communication, and it is so small here. It should be much bigger. So now I opened a ticket. I get a message saying that so and so person has opened a ticket, and one of our developer is going to take it up, and he will work on the programming. Okay, so this is going to be an enhancement. It will get released in the next releases. It may be 1 day, 2 day, or it may be a few weeks, but eventually it will get done. Okay, so now this was the data quality. There are many other screens also. Mass update, title copy is mismatched. The one that I was showing about the publisher, right? It's over here. Merge publishers. If I want merge publishers, so here I'll say, let me go here. One of the sample ones I'll take. These question marks are coming because they are entered in the different language, whereas this was expected in English. So let's see here. Butterworth. See, you have so many Butterworths here. Business of Butterworth, this Butterworth, this Butterworth. Which is the correct Butterworth? Okay, let me take this itself. Butterworth Heinemann Limited, for Butterworth. If somebody wants a report of, okay, give me the reports by publishers, you will end up with 4 Butterworth and then so many books. Whoever looks at the auditors will say, why are you listing Butterworth 10 times? It's the one Butterworth with 20 copies rather than 4 Butterworth having 5 copies. So what you can do is, you can select this, all this, then choose which is the correct Butterworth. Okay, so now I'll go here, Butterworth, no? I can choose the correct Butterworth. If this is the correct Butterworth, is Butterworth Heinemann, merge publisher. So now it's going to go to every book, every journal, every digital copy of those 4 Butterworth, and merge everything to the correct Butterworth Heinemann Limited. So this is where the Easylib power comes into picture. It is helping you improve the quality of your data. It is not just telling that, okay, this is what you entered, this is what it is showing. It is helping you, this is how you entered, this is how it should be, and this is how I can help you improve the quality of the data. That's the difference between Easylib and other softwares. Whereas other softwares help you manage your data, Easylib not only helps you manage your data, it helps you improve the quality and then make the data quality superior over here. Okay, so that was the data quality management. There are many more things on the data quality. Digital library we covered, OPAC, own publications. Is what all publications you have done, how many people have published, all that you can link in the OPAC. That one, then let me go here. Event, oh no, there are so many of them. I have still lot, even after 2.5 hours. Union catalog. If you are a large library of, let's say, 10 independent libraries, you can form a union catalog of all of them. So many of you are members of union catalog. Let's establish them nationwide. But do you know what's in the library which is next to you? Why don't they have the data? Easylib makes the job easier. In your library area, within 1 kilometer, how many libraries are there? 4 libraries. Get the data, form a union catalog. It's within a week you can form the beautiful union catalog of all your 4 friend libraries in this area. Imagine the benefit you can give to your students. Then there's the asset inventory management. How many tables, chairs, fans, air conditioning that you can manage. Service desk, you can give each of the students ability to open a ticket. Project management takes extraordinary projects and then manage. Transport related to campus automation. Sales desk related to the student relationship. Study groups you can form. You can form the groups of, let's say, carom board, current affairs. You can implement that selective dissemination of information using this easily. Form this group, click on send message, type the message, send as an SMS subject to the DLT approval, or send as an email. You will have to get the email setup done, but you can send that email, right? So that was the communication group over here. Event management. As a library, you can create the event. You can create the study event. You can create the book reviews. You can invite an author. Lot of these you can do. In fact, we are conducting one workshop at Belgaum, and all the registration is happening in Easylib actually. So you can see 9th July, right? So if I want to see how many people are attending our 9th July event, I'll be able to put here 9th July workshop. Oh, there are two of them. Belgaum. Let's see here. Oh, maybe I don't know, something is going on here. Some lot of this is a test bed, so many changes are going on here. So 9th July. I'm happy to see that nearly 40 people have registered. Beautiful, right? Yeah, I'm so happy to get all of you allocating your time and coming and attending the workshop. This is going to be a half a day workshop. Starts at morning 10 o'clock. You come at 10 o'clock. You inauguration. Then after that, we'll go over in Easylib in detail. And if it is being conducted in a place where the digital library is available or the computers are available, you will have a hands-on experience. Or if you bring your own laptop, we will provide you the Wi-Fi. You can run Easylib on your machine and then try it out before purchasing Easylib. Okay, so that was the event management. So today, when you go to any libraries in the United States, you will see libraries packed with the people. You will have a tough time finding a place because everybody is sitting in the library, many students. How is it possible? They conduct so many events. They propagate information of what's in the library. All of that you can manage in Easylib and increase the student count. How many people are coming to the library? You can constantly increase by conducting more and more events, and Easylib event management can help you manage this thing. Placement, that is related to placing the students. If you happen to be a professional college, you want to help the students get the placement. Member clubs and subscription, that's again totally different one. It will help you, the students form the clubs, and then there is the donor management, alumni management. If you want to raise the funds for your library, you can use that. Student surveys we covered. Then there is a security module. Multiple levels of security are available in Easylib. The first is each of your students have an ID password. Each of our library staff an ID password, separate one. Then there is based on the ID, it will determine whether you have access to that particular module or not. Only if you have access, that module is enabled. Otherwise, that module is not enabled, like that. Then as far as our backup is concerned, we take 4 levels of backup. First thing, it gets backed up within the same server on a different hard disk. Then it gets backed up into the second server. Then it gets backed up into the iDrive. Then it gets backed up into the Google Enterprise Drive. So 4 levels of backups are there. Even if 1 or 2 fails, then 3rd and 4th level, which are totally isolated from the network, are available so that your data is safest to the possible extent. Then there is a survey management, database management. That's all for our internal use. Server health check for our internal use. Again, as I said, we constantly monitor which servers are up and down. So you have given the demo for last 3 hours. Everything has been green here. So that's how our team constantly make sure that everything is always green here. Okay. Then there is API system SQL reports. That is, if you don't have any report that we have already written, there is an ability to write on the fly reports for you. If you want extra complex report, okay, show me the students who are not at all coming to the library last 1 year, but now they are coming to the library, or vice versa, those who were coming but not coming now. You need that kind of report. Easylib help that kind of reports for you based on your conditions, whatever you want to put in over here. Then there is batch processing, that's related to the nightly process. So that's a more campus automation. But if you want to use it for your library, we can work on more on that. System registration is related to our own internal use. Barcode I showed already. These things that are coming up in future, finance, NAC audit preparation, campaign management, they will come in the future. So Overall, in the nearly last 2 hours 45 minutes, I tried to give an overview, quote unquote overview. It is still not the in-depth demonstration of Easylib, because Easylib software is having nearly, I think I would say about Easylib Easy One combined nearly 1,000 screens. And you all have access to the entire Easylib. Plus, we also give the campus automation free or built in within the Easylib itself. You just have to buy the number of student, number of user licenses. That's all. All the software, whatever you are seeing, is available for you. You just have to increase the number of users and then start using that module over here. Again, as I said, the entire deployment of Easylib is just a week's activity. First day you give the purchase order, next couple of days the data gets imported, next couple of days the training happens, and you are up and running. And usually the price once quoted is standard. We don't charge something to one customer very high, another person low. The fairly standard pricing as of the 2024 July, the minimum pricing is 40,000 plus GST for the complete all. And if you don't want all those modules, and if you want only the, let's say, the cataloging module alone or the physical library module alone, it starts around 30,000. But if you add the in-out and digital library, it comes at 40,000 plus GST. And any additional users, 20,000 get added over here. On an average, if usually the calculation is that one library staff 500 students. If you are a college with about 2,000 students and you buy the, let's say, 4 library staff, you are paying about 1 lakh rupee. 2,000 students, 50 rupees per student per year. Pausing, 50 rupees for such a big software, one that will give you so much functionality, which will help you get very good rates in the rating in the NAC. Many of our customers have got A grade, A double plus, A plus, A double plus grade continuously, and the student satisfaction is very high. How? Because you are using the power of Easylib software. Of course, from our end, we can only give the software. Ultimately, how well you use the software determines how much grade you get in the audits. So Easylib makes that job easier. Now I invite all of you, if you're already a customer of Easylib, start using more and more modules. Make it beautiful. Get better and better grades. And those of you who are not Easylib customers yet, become Easylib customers. We help you become state of the art. And the software that you are seeing today is on par with the international standards. Some of the best libraries in the world can use Easylib over here. And just simply call us. Our numbers are listed over here. You can call this number or 63645, and my email ID is listed here, vasumd@easylib.net. And if you want to go to our website, easylib.net is our website over here. Our phone number, email, everything is available here. You can go to our website, go to the contact session, my phone number, our team member Sidhu's number, our other team members phone number. You can reach any of us. We will happily work with you and get you the library, get you Easylib software for your library up and running, usually within a week. And it's been a long session, I know. I hope you have found this well worth attending that. Thank you so much for attending. I look forward to having you as our customers. And those of you who are already customers, thank you so much, because it's your support which is helping us come up with newer and newer software for all of you. And thank you so much. And let me see if there is any questions, and then we'll conclude this demonstration. Thank you. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye for now.